Hey guys, let me get this music off. Sorry about the late start, guys. We had a little bit of an issue, at least with cameras and everything. So I want to welcome you guys to the show. I'm so excited tonight. I don't know, something about these shows that I get really amped up. And one thing I wanted to say actually before we get started is I really appreciate everybody's comments and feedback you've given me on all the channels regarding the show. It's actually been really great. Oh, I got an echo here. Sorry. And I appreciate all that stuff, and it's really gratifying to me because I make these shows for you guys, and when I get comments like that, it just makes me feel good. So heart to you guys. And what we're doing this week is I'm going to do a coaching week on Pro Corner. It's kind of, I don't know, a little bit of a throwback to how I kind of started the show, which actually before the show kind of started as just me streaming coaching sessions where, I had like EG.iNcontrol like tonight coaching me and Machine, and I kind of wanted to have a week of just that. So tonight we're going to start off with having EG.iNcontrol and EG.iLuj on. EG.iNcontrol is going to be the coach, and EG.iLuj will be the student, and we're going to walk through some PvZ. We're really going to hash out some strategies, hopefully just on maybe one or two maps. We're not going to kind of do play a bunch of different maps and really spread it out that way. We really want to just focus on helping EG.iLuj get better at certain things that she's having trouble with, and I think that'll be pretty helpful for everybody. So that's kind of what we're going to do. And the last 15 minutes will be saved for Q&A, just like usual. And you guys can call in via Skype by adding me. ChanmanV is my ID. I'll type it in here, and just add me to Skype, and I'll pull you in whenever it's 15 minutes. Whenever we're doing Q&A, and you can ask ask the two of them any questions you want, live. So it's kind of a fun thing to do. But at this point, let me pull these guys on. Let me switch them over.
They split up the brackets. There was just under 50 people, and they split it into 8 groups or 7 groups or something.
Hey guys.
And so I guess there was a round robin in there. You'd play each person once, and then the person with the most
points.
Guys. Hey.
Oh, sorry. I always jump in right in mid conversation whenever I pull you guys on, but you're on the show.
Hi.
So
hello.
I was explaining to everybody that we're going to do a one-on-one coaching PvZ, really hash out PvZ tonight, and obviously everybody knows. I think everybody knows Jeff from all the various projects he does, and just all the greatness that is Jeff EG.iNcontrol Robinson. And for those of you who don't know Julia, she's on Team Check 6. She's first female on stage in Providence, right? The first female to play on the MLG stage, which is really awesome. And she's definitely an up and coming player, and it's great having both of you guys on the show. So at this point, I think, why don't we just jump right in? And
my camera frozen?
Sorry, what was that?
I said, is my camera frozen?
Yeah, I think it is.
Awesome.
A very contemplative look on your face.
Yeah.
Well, that's good, at least.
Exactly. And I think what we'll do is, let me start the game. I think, Jeff, we'll have you walk through. Well, actually, Julia, why don't you explain kind of some of the things that you're having problems with in the PvZ matchup?
Okay, I can sum it up into one word.
Okay. Awesome.
It has wings.
Yeah.
Yes, doesn't everybody? Everybody's having trouble with that. And I don't know. I guess from a high level standpoint, Jeff, do you have any comments to start off?
Yeah, the Mutalisk is. One of the things that I've kind of witnessed and experienced in the community is that there's new units or new strategies. And when I say new units, of course, I just mean people newly using the same existing units. But I find that there's a lot of really stylistic play that kind of runs its course through the community, and whenever people shift away from it, there's always this really vulgar, volatile period of time where it's people are losing more. They're frustrated because what they used to do against these old strategies aren't working against the current ones, and I feel like that's the case with the Mutalisk. Mutalisk were not present through the beta. They were not present through early release. They were not present even 3 months ago. They just started to become more present shortly after that 3-month period that I just talked about. And now we're kind of finding out that we have to change the way we play. So a lot of times the best way to handle Mutalisk, and a lot of people give you different opinions, but in my opinion, the best way is to A, see it coming. So if just 12 Mutas show up at your base and that's the first you've seen or heard of them, chances are you're extremely screwed, unless you've been just blind countering Mutalisk, which some people do at high risk. So the best way is you have to either open up Stargate or you have to open up Hallucinate. And the idea is that with either one of those, you're going to scout their tech. So if you go Stargate, and with your Void Rays, you're harassing thirds, you're pressing their bases, you're making them make spore colonies and queens. Not only are you delaying the potential for queen, but you should be seeing, or excuse me, mutas. You should be seeing mutas coming. So if they are just making lings and they're sitting on 2 bases, it's either mutas or it's infestors. It's very rarely anything else. So of course additional intel is needed, but you can start to make guesses or start to move your tech in that direction. Get towards Belink, get cannons at the mineral line, or just Chronos at Phoenix. Those are some of your options. But what's not okay is playing a PVZ and then whoop, mutas show up and you're like, well, damn, that sucks.
Right.
They can open up roaches, go mutas. They can open up mutas, go mutas. They can open ling. You know, there's all kinds of different openings. It's on us as Protoss players to see it coming and then to react to it ahead of time. So the finer details, of course, we can go in through the lesson, but just as a precursor, like if that's not at the forefront of your mind in the PVZ matchup, then you're playing it incorrectly, in my opinion.
Okay, great. Is there a particular map that you're struggling on, Julia? Maybe we can start on it.
Not specifically. Maybe do Antigua.
Okay. Yeah, Antigua's a good one. Okay, so let me. Okay, I'll start Antigua up, and why don't we have you walk through it first, Jeff? Like actually drive or play a game.
Sure.
And
Yeah,
have you walk through and have so that way Julia can kind of get a sense for what you're, what she, you're wanting her to do before actually having to do it. I think that works out a little bit better.
Sure. Sounds good.
Let me add you guys. Julia, Jeff. Okay, let me put you in. Rough, sorry, buddy. Not today. Okay, there we go. Nice. Okay. Alright, let's get into this. So Antigua's a pretty good Muta map, right?
Most maps are good Muta maps
Yeah,
these days.
that's true. Okay, here we go. Start to work it out.
And I will play this game, obviously, supposing I'm not going to go blind counter against mutas. Just going to walk through, like, my thought process. If you guys have questions, too, ask them. I can talk and play fairly well, and when I can't talk and play, I just kind of mumble and trail off. So you'll know.
Now this this guy's one of the best coaches. I mean, I've had coaching from Jeff, and I've had coaching from many people. So I had a lot of experience, and Jeff is, if not the best, like top 2 for me.
Well, thank you. Appreciate it.
Nobody better at talking strat.
Pride myself on it. You can make fun of my play sometimes when I play bad, but coaching, I feel like teaching in general, actually.
Yep.
So, just considerations like Antigua Shipyard. Chanman had asked, is this a pretty good Muta map? And I semi-jokingly said most maps are, but the thing that makes this map particularly good for Mutas, just grab 2 probes, is the distance between the bases, and that's something you always have to consider. So, like a map like Entomb Valley, not so good for Mutas because it's kind of nice. I just made an extra probe, so excuse that terrible play. So Entomb Valley is kind of nice because we can actually defend the 3 bases with relative ease, right? We don't have to extend ourselves too far. But on this map, there's the main, and then there's all the way over here the third, which are natural. And the third even has its own separate ramp and even a backdoor ramp, which means that lane counters, banelings, all that good stuff has more entry points, whereas the mutas can drag your army into the main too. So all of that sounds like a nightmare, and really there's no good side to that. I'm not like, well, here's this awesome thing we can do. No, it's just you have to know that. You just have to take that into account, which means you have to set up for that scenario. So if he does go, he or she, in this case, goes meatless, you need to be aware of that and be prepared for that. So things like having stalkers rotating between your first 2 bases, Templar tech, that kind of stuff. There's different options like we kind of talked about. There's different ways to handle mutas. Julie, do you like to open up Stargate or
I never make
never open Stargate?
Phoenix or Stargate, like almost ever. Like I would like to start practicing, but I just get way too lost trying to do everything else and move them around.
Okay, well then let's show Stargate, and then like in future games, if we do more, if I play more, we can discuss some other things as well.
Right.
Okay.
So one thing
I wanted to ask you about the.
ahead.
I wanted to ask you about your like the placement of the forge, like that block right there. Are you ever afraid of the hatch block? I mean, with the
yeah.
cannon. Okay.
Yeah, good question. I mean, what you have to do is just block it with your own probe.
Okay. Okay. Never mind. Keep going.
Okay, so the next thing I want to talk about, and this is something that people may have seen me do, but never really had to explain. That might be the case. So I'm going to go ahead and build this cannon here. Now he sees it, and that's just a fact. But what he has to do is bring his drones down to block that. See that?
Right.
Now every second these drones aren't mining, and I'm gonna milk it as best I can, is money away. Now watch how much money I lose when I cancel this cannon. So, what, like 37?
37.
Right?
Yeah.
Now guess how much he lost.
Oh, much more than that.
Yeah. Now people can be quick to say like, oh, and he actually only made 2 lings. So the next thing we talk about is if they only make 2 lings,
Another one.
we're gonna be ultra annoying. Well, there's 4. Okay.
There you go.
Oop. We didn't get it. So we were gonna make the gateway, but actually 4 is fine.
No, he's still really delayed.
And if he wanted to come at me right now, I would just build a gateway to block this. But it's really important people understand that cannon thing, because it just has so much potential.
Yeah.
Now the next thing I want to talk about too is this probe needs to be out on the map. So he sees it. That's fine. I'm going to try to play a little bit James Bond and get out there. Hopefully he doesn't find it. If he does, it's not like my whole strategy is dependent on it, but it's really nice to have that probe out on the map so that I can potentially make scouting pylons later or proxies or anything. I mean, it gives options to the bottom line. When I don't have that probe out on the map, all he has to do is park his links in front of my base, and I become extremely predictable, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because then he knows, okay, there's no pylons out there. Stuff like that.
Do you always forge fast expand basically on if the map allows it?
Yes. I 1-gate expand on like Shakir's Plateau or not Shakir's Plateau, LOL. Shatter Temple. Metalopolis. The maps where you don't have like a nice ramp leading up to the natural.
Okay.
So I'm going to teach this build. This build is the sickest PvZ build. It's really good. And basically the gist of it is it's +1 zealots with a void ray timing, quote unquote, but it's not really much of a timing because you should still be building probes pretty regularly, so it's not cutting a whole lot. You're delaying your gas, which means your tech is a little bit softer. So that's the only cut that it really occurs here.
Okay.
But there's a couple really important components to it. First and foremost, we're going to walk out dry zealots or naked zealots, whatever you want to call them. They don't have speed. They don't have any upgrades. There's nothing about them. But I'm getting +1 attack at the same time. And the idea here is when these zealots walk out, they're going to clear a path. His Zerglings should either be dying. Yep, they're dying.
Block with that probe, nice.
And then we get this probe out, and now we're starting a Stargate. Still no gateways, chrono boosting probes.
You're not so concerned about hiding that Stargate, hey?
No, not as much.
So Stargate is going to be a void ray or
Yep.
Phoenix? Okay. Oh, void ray zealot is so nasty.
You can see the +1. So now we're going to add the gateways. And you see that pylon's going down by him? That pylon is pivotal. Really important.
Oh, this one right here. Okay.
Yep. And it's totally okay if he kills those. Because their job was to get that that probe out. With the probe out, we're good.
Gotcha.
So in this case, like I'm gonna go ahead and I got minerals stacked up, so I'm gonna go ahead and start mining.
So now you have map control with the void ray, right?
Yep. I'm gonna start +1 armor because I don't really need gas for a little while here because we're gonna build a lot of zealots. So you can see my gateways are slightly off time. Build them about 20 seconds faster. Actually, never mind. That was actually the sickest timing ever. Why did I just run?
I know, I was gonna say. It's like
No, that was actually perfect. I'm so proud of myself right now. Yeah, totally meant to do that. Anyways, now we're gonna use the Void Ray. So there's the +1 Zealots, or yeah. He's fairly prepared for this, as we can see. So let's go ahead and just work on the wall. Now back at home, my money's starting to stack up. So let's build a couple pylons.
and right now you're just
And
waiting
then-
for the other Void Ray to get there? Is that kind of what you're waiting
No,
for?
more Zealots.
Okay.
More Zealots, not so scary. More of them, exponentially more scary, obviously.
True. His speaker went nuts there for a second.
Wants to dance with the devil, he can do that, it's fine.
Oh, this is...
In the pale moonlight.
Oh god, you're so lame.
How dare
I'm
you?
kidding.
That was supposed to impress you.
I'm impressed, I am.
Good.
So, if you look at his timing, he's got Zerglings.
Zerglings for Zealots, that's a good...
And what these Zealots do is they kill out all the anti-air. Okay, so I'm looking for roaches. They're not coming. I mean, he must have just gone crazy with the mutas. So we're gonna have 1-1 here in a second on upgrades.
So after you take this third out, which you're pretty much going to take this third out, are you going to back off, or are you going to keep pushing?
Like, this is a win in the book, so I'm actually not going to warp in anything over here. Like, I'll trade Zealots for a third any day, right?
Right.
So I'm warping in back at home. I'm making sentries.
Right.
And I know mutas are coming. I think that's Spire finish. So
So you got that TC down already, or Twilight Council down already, so... Tech's pretty much already halfway to anti-Muta.
Yep. And there's the mutas, but we have all day long
Get those
for
three Void Rays out of
us to
it.
prepare for them.
Nice. Oh, get that queen! Oh.
So we know he's on equal basis with us, right? I've got my cannons up in my main. And the nice thing about this build, part of the reason why I like to coach it, is because where was the danger, right? Like, if he stomps the opener, you need to be a good judge and back home say, okay, well, I need to stop going. I need to stop warping in Zealots because it's not going to work. You don't want to walk Zealots across the map, right?
Right.
But in this case, it forced him to show his tech. So the fact that he was only making Zerglings was a big tell for me. But then when I saw Spire, then obviously it's mutas. So from here, we have two styles. We can do 2-base timing because he's wounded. Or we can macro, and macro is always the safer answer.
From a tech standpoint, what are you working towards?
As many Blink Stalkers as the game will permit.
Okay.
And then eventually Templar tech, right?
Right.
Templar tech is good against everything, but it's especially good against mutas.
So
Now,
you won't
really
you won't build any Phoenixes or anything like that?
Nope. Really good players will delay their cannons being built at mineral lines, but in this situation, again, I feel like I'm far enough ahead that I can afford to be a little bit less efficient, I suppose.
Right.
And one thing that's a weak point of my gameplay is I end up a lot of times not building enough harvesters at all. So just kind of make sure you're noting that is something we all probably have to work on.
That's definitely like my #1 problem.
You seem to have enough harvesters right now, though.
Do I? Sometimes I overcompensate like a giant truck.
78's pretty good.
Okay, so base. Just saw some dark little wings. I'm gonna warp in Templar preemptively to get that storm going. Well, energy rather.
I know you have an observer on the map somewhere, but I don't even know where it is, though.
It just got made.
Oh, okay.
I should have already made gateways, actually. Because I've expanded.
Okay.
Even if he's killing it. We'll just rebuild it. Like, that's the strength of Muta. Still keep me around here for a while, but eventually I get Storm. And then I get 3 attack upgrade. It's coming in here as well.
Mm-hmm. How concerned are you about other, like his expansions at this point? Are you gonna set
Scouting him now.
Yeah, to harass or scout and that kind of thing?
Well, I'm scouting him.
Yeah, there it is. I see it now.
It's the best I can do, really.
Yeah.
At this time. And, I mean, I'm going to have a big army push out is what I want to do. I want to go out with a strong Link Stalker force. 1 health. Sick.
Wow.
Yes. There it is.
Yep. I'll wait.
All right.
And I'm going to expand behind the push out, so okay, he's got a 4th at least there. And that's totally acceptable. I'm going to leave behind Templar because he's inevitably going to counter.
Right. Yeah, usually the base trade's a common scenario here, right?
Yep.
Ouch. Oh, that was... pumpkin and red mutas. All it takes is landing 1 or 2 storms really to...
Oh yeah, I mean that fight was the deal breaker for him.
Mm-hmm.
From now, I'm just going to play it safe because I don't want to get embarrassed, and I want to make sure I have a few storms saved up.
Okay.
I'll start transitioning to Colossus just to be safe. Like, again, if you look at my money and how close to being max I am.
Right.
I mean, the other thing here, too, is I have good... because that observer, at least on the right side of the map, so I guess I should check the left in case there's some kind of weird hidden base, but I have great information in terms of how many bases he's on, right? That 4th, okay, whatever. I'll make some... I'll go kill that in a second, I guess what I'm trying to say.
Right.
Oh, good thing we checked on the left side. And that's really good of him. It's a new base, so that's the good news for us. Oh.
I think that went well for you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's so hard to decide when to, when to take those expansions out, because it seems like the moment you push away from your expansions, that's when he comes right in, right?
Yep, and I'm counting on it. So I gotta take this base out. Can't let him do that.
Right. Oh, I see. Yeah, you got a few Templars and Templar Zealots and Stalkers here. Okay.
Oop, here he comes.
That's cute.
Nice. Yeah, you have perfect amount of stuff at each base.
And he ran into my main, but it's like, dude, where are you going with that?
Yeah, that's nice. I mean, it's really nice to see. Like, you know, you didn't really push out until you had like exactly what you needed at each of your nexus. That's cool. People usually just rush out and just try to kill the first expo they see.
Here he comes. He wants to do battle again. We'll go after the bases first.
Fading him. Oh.
He didn't do it.
Oh, watch these lanes here. Got one more storm. Oh man, that took a huge chunk out of the Muta army.
Yeah.
So here, Storm's good against Muta.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
rings too. That's the one thing.
I'm just kind of being a bully now. Like, I got 2 Colossus coming out. So I guess I'll wait on that.
No chances.
I haven't checked actually more top lefts. That was kind of silly. You need to. The thing about Mutas, like a map like Talder Malter is really good for Mutas because they can expand everywhere, right?
Right.
And potentially he has 12 o'clock in top left, and if he has those, then actually all these battles, which are nice, aren't quite as nice, right? And I'm like,
Yeah.
cool, I'm doing so great right now, and all of a sudden he's like on 10 gases, so he just shows up with like a shit ton of banelings or something like that. I mean, he's still dead, but you know what I mean? Like, that's the scenario where we lose games where we should have won.
Right.
And that's specific against Mutas.
Are banelings really the thing that would screw that army up?
Not at this point,
Okay.
but
I mean, I was thinking like Brood Lord transition more so.
yeah, eventually you want to get there, but just mass Mutas and banelings after you kill the sentries.
Oh, I see. Yeah, gotcha. Speaking of which, they're too slow. Oh, it's gonna be good. Last hurrah right here.
Yeah, let's
There
reload
it
on
is.
Archons. Okay, so that's the I mean, like I said, he was actually crippled from the very beginning, so good effort to him. But the nice thing about that opening is it scouts good information, and I really believe it's actually ambiguous. You don't have to follow that up with Stargate. Like Julie, you could do your Robo, you could do 6-8 gates, you could do expand. But if you walk out those zealots at a time when the Zerg wants to be droning, and then you at least throw down pylons, like who's the Protoss that does this? It's I want to say it's like Sase or Naniwo actually does the same build, but they won't do it with a Stargate. They'll just walk out +1 zealots, and it's at a nice time. It's a lot faster than when I did it, obviously, because you're not waiting on the Void Rays. But the idea here is that unless they open up just blind Roach, which a lot of Zergs do and should do, they're gonna like. I mean, how many Zerglings does it take to kill 12 +1 zealots? I think it's like just short of infinity. So it's a really good build for that, and it gets you map control too. So part of the reason why a lot of Protosses complain in the past in this matchup is they're like, well, once they get Zerglings in front of my base, I can't get out until Hallucinate or Observer or Stargate, right? And that's forever. But this build actually says, no, yes we can. Yes we can.
All right. Why don't we put you in here, Julia? Are you comfortable enough to hop in right now?
Yeah.
With the build, I mean.
Sure.
So let me do this. Choose ref, and see if everybody's ready.
Yeah.
Yep.
Everybody's like, I'll Muta. Okay, here we go. Good stuff. All right, so we just watched Julia's standpoint here, at least a stream.
Yep.
So talk to us a little bit more about the whole cannon and the natural. It seemed like there was a little bit more to say about it besides just what you were talking about with having them pull the drones and that.
It's guaranteed damage. A lot of Zergs will be forgetful or just playing kind of bad, to be honest with you, and they won't scout it, so their second overlord will go somewhere else, or they won't drone scout or whatever. But if that cannon gets up, Zergs only want to make 4 or 6 Zerglings, right? So if 4 or 6 slow Zerglings show up and there's a photon cannon, A, they're not getting past it, but B, they should lose a Zergling or 2. And what that does is it forces them to make more Zerglings, or basically it's throwing a giant wrench into their build. The follow-up to that situation is not practiced for them. It's usually something they faced either 0 times or 1 or 2. Okay. It's just guaranteed to mess them up, or at the very least they have to pull drones to get you to cancel, and like we said, it would cost 37 minerals to me, minus the cost of the pylon, or plus the cost of the pylon, I suppose, versus 5 or 6 drones not mining for a solid 20 seconds.
Right.
And it's okay to lose that pylon too, because that's you're paying 100 minerals plus the cannon to have them delayed their hatchery.
Right.
And a lot of times what Zergs will do too is they'll just take a drone and they'll go take a third or something like that. But that third's still more exposed, more dangerous. They're slower to transfer to. They feel uneasy. And again, it's less practiced. All these things are good for us Protoss players. So the pylon into cannon is like 100% good for Protoss. The only time it gets bad is if you go overboard and you're like really trying to force the cannon rush and you start throwing down multiple cannons and then pylons to block. And if that doesn't work, now you've invested a large part of your economy.
Right. Okay.
So I almost never do that anymore, actually.
Cool. All right, let me let you get back to walking her through. Unfortunately, it's not cross, not forced cross. So.
See that?
Yeah.
And that's okay. Like you don't have to do that. It's just nice to have it under your belt. But in this case, you can see spawning pool is finished, and those are presumably Zerglings. So you do want your cannon to be a little bit further out, because as you can see, you can actually crawl up the top left side of that ramp. So you're gonna have to take that into account. Probably build your pylon there. And if he does decide to want to take, I mean, this is going to be a little bit more of a costly ramp, to be honest with you. It's that, or you're just comfortable with Zerglings getting past this, and then you play that like Zealot game.
Right.
Love that game.
Yeah. So just in the future, have that cannon more central. In the meantime, you got to be chrono boosting your probes. You're at 100 energy. There's nothing else to spend this money on, so you want to make sure they come out as fast as possible. Here he comes. So start a Zealot, because you can just go ahead and anticipate that this is going to get a little bit ugly. And it's important that in this time you don't get too distracted and you keep producing probes, but also don't lose probes. So pull those guys back. Yep. The Zealot can come out here and kill them. As long as you work in conjunction with the probes and you micro, you should be okay. Just don't get pinned. Like that.
Oh, there you go. You got out, though.
There you go.
Nice.
Nice. And, yep.
The red one. There you go. All right.
That is how a Zealot does.
Oh, yeah. Look at that Zealot.
I was taken after your Void right before.
You have 4 hit points, though.
Sure, you
Well, you know what? I'm training right now. There's room for improvement.
Kidding.
So just keep chrono boosting probes. Okay, that's really important. And because your gas got a little bit messed up, we're probably not going to do the Void Race. We'll just do like Hallucinate 6-gate macro. But my rule of thumb for PvZ is you either have to go Stargate or you have to go Hallucinate. Robo Scout is too slow, and to not do either is too dangerous.
I'm loving this right now. By the way, my stupid fucking core.
How is that out of range, really?
So get +1. Another way to spend your money. And I want to see just pure chrono boost on probes. You got 83 energy on your main nexus. That's, Not good. And you gotta start warp gate upgrade here. And from now until hallucinate, it's just chrono boosting probes. Probably take all your gases to compensate for the fact that you missed out on the earlier gas. And then I want you to, as you hit 16 probes to the natural mineral line, and you're actually going to want to change your rally back to your main. So you want to have 16 probes on the main mineral line before you set the rally to your natural.
Okay.
You got 2 probes on the gas at your third. So with those additional gases, or gateways rather, you're at 5 now. Go ahead and build, you know, like 4 or 5 sentries. You want to have a base of sentries. And there just has to be consistent probe production. Can't stop. That's seriously the difference between a diamond player and, you know, a higher player is one of the determinant factors is how well do you produce harvesters. Okay, warp gate's about to finish. So you're on 5 gateways. You want to start like your Twilight Council right now, and usually you want to start it in conjunction with this upgrade finishing. We're kind of coaching and playing on the fly here, so it's, you know, obviously not going to be as crisp. And you're adding another gateway, so you're going to be on 6. You want to add 1 more gateway, and then as your Twilight Council finishes and you're starting +2, you want to then add a robo as well.
Should I get armor in the meantime, I guess, or?
No, it should finish okay. But you want to have about 7 or 8 sentries as opposed to 3. You want to have them earlier rather than later. So right now you're at 5. In the future you want to have them, you know, have your first 6 or 8 units be mostly sentries. You want to chrono boost that hallucinate because you've been in the dark a long time, right? We have no idea what he's doing. And then start +2, get blink going, and a robo. And now it's about the time, still adding probes, pretty good. Now it's about the time where we go ahead and push out to take our third, or at least look at our third. You want to be chrono boosting your forge this entire time, so you're doing that right now. That's good. I'm just saying in general, keep chrono boosting.
Okay.
Okay, you want to push out a little bit faster than this, and again, you always want to anticipate a Zergling being at your third, so you want to push out with your army. In this case, you're going to lose that probe, perhaps. Nope. Okay, all your money now is adding stalkers. This is a stalker opener. Link. That's why we're good. Okay. So just keep adding stalkers. Chrono boost at this time can be used on upgrades, probes, that kind of good stuff. Here's that hallucinate. And you showed up just as the spire's about to finish.
Perfect!
Okay, but that doesn't necessarily mean meatless, so you want to usually watch for things like eggs going down at that time. So maybe send another hallucination to his main.
Well, there's a lot of rushes though.
It's not a
Now, if you got to keep adding units, this is actually the best time to attack as well, to be honest with you, because
For me.
you're seeing a transition of tech, right?
Yeah.
He's kind of caught between tech. Force field, yes.
Oh yes. Nice.
Julie, how'd you let him go? You're so merciful. Keep adding units and bring a probe over here to build a pylon. You don't have to attack. This does not have to be an A move. This is aggro. There's the force field. Okay, pull back. Pull back and warp in. Pull back, warp in, and then chrono boost gateways. You also should have an observer with this army. Oh, here he is. Go back. That's not a lot of meters. You can defend that.
Nice.
Nice. And this will happen. He's not paying attention.
Yeah,
Cool.
totally.
So at least 1 cannon per minute line. There you go. But you need to be warping in more, transfer some probes over there, and you can attack. You can still attack. You need to be chrono boosting something, so probes, gateways, that kind of stuff. And you still need to bring a probe to build a pylon over there. Okay, keep warping in. Okay, and again, build that pylon. Pull back. You don't have to attack here. Pull back. You haven't built the pylon yet. Now, if he wants to chase, force field. Force field. Good. You gotta work on closing off those force fields, okay?
Yeah, that one was like delayed. I don't know why I didn't go up. I did try to place it.
Nope, don't go all the way back home. Where are you going? What are you doing?
Too close to that pylon.
Where are you going? Yeah, Julie, what are you doing?
To safety.
No, the pylon. Go to the pylon, warp in, and then
Oh.
attack.
Yeah. I was doing that. I was
And if
supposed
you
to
get the
come back.
blocks,
and
build, like,
I
6
deselected my stupid army.
It's okay. It's like a conspiracy. I think you're trying to lose. Now, force field again. And blink back the wounded
Here
stalkers.
we go. So this is-
Guardian shields. Blink back the wounded. Blink back the wounded. There you go. Warp in. All this free supply. Warp in. More force fields. Lock them in. Lock them in.
There we go.
Blink back the wounded. That's all you're doing right now. It's just A move, blink back the wounded. Okay? Now keep warping in. You keep building probes, and your main mineral line doesn't have any cans in it. Okay. No, pull back. You just won the big fight.
I know, I was Sun
You
Overlord.
got all this money unspent. I need you to be chrono boosting your gateways. Build a cannon at your main mineral line. Take the gas at your third. And you need to add sentries. You need to add zealots. Just add shit. Build stuff. Every time I click on your gateways, I see you having the ability to warp in. And it makes me a sad panda.
Oh, I'm sorry. I hate you being a panda.
You know.
A sad one anyway.
Alright, so get your 4 stalkers with the rest of your army. This cannon should finish. Okay. And keep building probes. You're actually at 61 probes. You should be at like 80, 85. Okay. Now, again, keep warping in units and probably add more. Also, chrono boost your gateways, right? You got all this chrono boost. Use it. Blink on top of the suckers. That's the wrong direction. There you go. Okay, so you're gonna do the same thing. Walk a pylon at him and slow attack, right? We're not A-moving. We're looking for good angles and good force fields. They have as many force fields. I think you got a decent number. So you're gonna look to fight in one of those chokes. You got a whole bunch of stalkers back here and your supply blocks. So okay, you're building pylons. That's good.
She should be working towards High Templars or no?
Good. Right now I'm just kind of working on her building stuff. There he is. What the hell are the dogs doing? Okay. Blink back the wounded. Great force fields. Zerglings are worthless.
They didn't do anything.
This time, you gotta warp in at this time and then chrono boost your gateways. Okay, and you just won a big fight and you saw these all Zergling and Muta, now you attack the kills. Okay, but I need you warping in at the same time, good force fields, and blinking back the wounded. That's fine. You're going for the kill, he's trying to kill your third. Who cares? There you go. Force field.
Nice.
Good. Guardian shield. You got the energy? No.
No.
Awareness is nothing.
And I need to see you building probes. And take a pause. Go ahead and pause for a second. Warp in. And then clean up your bases. No.
Did they pause?
Not
What did he say?
No.
Wait, don't
Take
act like,
a pause. Yeah.
yeah.
She took you literally there.
A bad manner. She's like, how you feel?
Yes, he's ready.
Okay.
It's all good.
Build probes. Transfer from your natural. Like this is the time we use to clean up our bases. So at your third, I'm looking at 0 probes on gas. Or we're not going to do that. Okay.
Push into the natural here or third?
I mean, she's gonna win. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's true.
Good. Good blink.
There's definitely some good force fields with all those wings, man. Did no damage.
Still need to warp in. Probe production has stopped again. You're still just at 67 probes. So game's over, and those things are harder to do when it's game one. But the entire time, like, if you're to go beyond the session and get better, what you would need to do is hear my voice as that lash whip in games where you're by yourself. Like you if I were to diagnose your play, I would say, listen, when you're fighting, you have that common RTS problem that a lot of people have, where you're zoned in on the fight. You are not building probes, you are not warping in, you are not chrono boosting, and as a Protoss, that's your lifeblood. Those are the things that make you a good or bad Protoss. Like for me, I had the same issue to a certain extent. If I watch my replays, I've got 67, 70, 75 probes. I need to be at 80, 85, and that seems menial, but it's a huge deal. That's what separates me from some of the greats. That's one of the things that separates me from some of the greats. So that's what I'm working on. But when I watch your play, the gateways, like, it takes 33 seconds to warp in a Stalker, but for you it's like 40, 45. Try to imagining playing a StarCraft 2 edition where it's like, well, for you, Julia, every unit's a minute long for the build, and actually you only get 45 probes. You're like, what? That's kind of how you're playing. That's the way you're playing it. So if you were to play future games to get better, what you need to remind yourself of is probes, chrono boost, and warp in while the fight's going on, which is really hard because you're blink stalking, right? So that's why for some of us that aren't a million miles per hour fast, after a battle cools down and we're doing things like building a pylon, rather than continue to attack, which, by the way, as Protoss players is bad for us because our shields need time to regenerate, our mana goes up on our sentries, those kind of things. In that time, we can also flip back to our base and be like, oh, I got 2 probes on this gas, or oh, I've got 5 probes at my main that aren't doing anything. And we got to clean that stuff up, because the longer it goes, the worse it gets. So you got to find those times where we, what I call, take a pause, as opposed to actually pausing the game. Go back to our bases.
All I heard was pause. I was just so focused on whatever I was doing. I'm like, what? Why?
The best was the look on mine and Jeff's faces. We're like, what?
Yeah. So you gotta find those times to clean up the stuff. And obviously, while you're fighting, that's one of the times you want to do it as well. But you just have to do that less, right, or faster.
All right, let's get this started. We're gonna do the same map again, just to really hash it down, hash it out. I mean.
So, like, assuming I don't fuck up, should I go for a Stargate then? I guess.
You have the best chat. I said 80 85 probes, and there's like 3 of these Professor StarCraft guys like, actually, you need 4 bases for 80 to 85 to be optimal.
You need 81 and a half.
Thank you, guys. Obviously, I am talking about 4 base situations, but appreciate that. I disagree with the logic behind chrono boost. Good God.
All Protoss has to do is sit on 3 base and then win.
Exactly.
I believe the number's 76 probes.
Alright, let's try to get this ramp.
Yeah, you're still messing up the wall, but
Is that supposed to be part of it?
I think so, right?
there's different ways to do it.
The only reason I don't use it in the wall is because, like, I fear, like, a Baneling bust or something. If he senses a weakness.
This time around, just make the cannon more central so it actually covers the whole ramp, though.
Right.
That's the part that's really important.
Deal.
MLG Antigua's not cross map anymore, is it?
What's that?
It's not guaranteed cross anymore, is it? MLG?
MLG it is, yes.
Is it? Because
Yep.
I was playing it the other day and it wasn't. Okay, well that's good. Should have set that one up there. Oh, we know where he is. Try the cannon?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, you want to build the pylon now.
Oh, he opened actually gas first.
Typically, you want to scout them, see what they're doing, and then immediately go do this. So you kind of took some time to tour his base and get a feel for how it looks and stuff.
Had to make sure it's a good neighborhood.
Right. And you just want to make that cannon immediately if you're gonna have a chance with it. So you're not, so don't worry about it. Like, you saw the spawning pool at half completion when you were done. So you're just going to do a pylon block now. So go ahead and leave with a probe. You don't want to just lose the probe for free. And that's exactly what you do with this. Now, what's really important here, too, is he opened gas. So gas has the potential to be a Baleen bus. It could be a Roach bus. It could be Nidus. It could be cheese, right?
Yeah.
So this probe has a very important role. You need to hide it. Can't be on the tower. Can't be right in front of his base. And you're going to scout at roughly like 6.5 minutes, 7 minutes. Because you want to see, did he go Roach? Did he go Speedling? Because if you just make the one cannon, it's not enough, right? Also, you need to make the cannon. Yeah, he didn't make a cannon. So you are going to have fun with more Zerglings again. And you weren't able to hide, so go ahead and go into his main. Okay.
Gateway block that?
No.
Your probes are under attack. Is under attack.
I'll finish.
It won't.
No.
Start another one immediately. Okay, so speed did finish. That's information at least. It's not going to be like a roach bust or anything like that necessarily. I mean, it still could, obviously, but probably not. Good. It's not bad. I think he lost 4 probes. It's kind of bad. Okay, so that Zealot probably walk it to the tower. Like, let's see if he made more Zerglings, right? At this time, I should not see Nexus doing nothing. This is the most important time to be building probes. And walk all the Zealots out there. Even a third one. Nope, you're making Sentry, okay. So we're going to do a different style again, not Stargate, it would appear. Go ahead and take the gas inside your main, or at least occupy it. And at this time, again, chrono boosting probes on a regular basis. So no supply blocks, watch your supply. And if you get free Zealot or Zergling kills like this, go ahead and walk to a third. Or walk to the natural, but these guys can be informants for you. Okay, so you know you're not getting all in. That's the good news. Now let's find out what kind of stuff he's doing. Now you might want to start like +1. Again, there's your next side not doing anything. Unacceptable. You pull up into the third, and okay, he did take a third. So he went gas into 3 base.
Interesting. Is that usually indicative of anything?
Again, it just means that like he's not going fast layer. He's it's this is just mass, what I call mass meat style. It means a lot of drones, a lot of stuff.
Right.
So this is about your base management, and quite frankly, it's not very good. Like income tab, you're at 37 probes versus his 51 drones. Now you shouldn't have a probe lead by any means, but you shouldn't be this far behind at the same time too. So you're on 5 gates. There's an Overlord, just kind of chilling.
One more shot. Alright. Sentry, finish that.
Okay, so again, you want 6 or 7 sentries, maybe 8. And the earlier you build them, the more mana they have as the game goes on, right? Twilight Council is at excellent time. It's going to finish just before upgrades. Keep the probes coming out, though. Again, I keep looking at these next side, and they're not doing anything.
And I'm getting blink, yeah?
Yeah, but you don't have to get it right away. I mean, okay, there it is. That's fine. Don't chrono boost it, though, because we're not going to hit a timing, right? We're just doing macro version.
Okay.
Now, you are oversaturate your main and under at your natural, so you might want to transfer over the adequate number of probes. In this case, it's 5. And again, just keep these gateways, or his next side going. Can't tell you, every time I look at them, they're just not doing much. And that's why it's 48 probes versus 75, 76 drones. Okay, so now it's time to push out and check our third. Do we have hallucinate? No, we do not. And the tough thing here is we don't know what we're expecting to see, right? Is he on 3 base? Is he on 4? I don't know. So you need to take your third. That's the easy answer. Keep adding probes. Keep chrono boosting. And then after your Nexus goes down, again, just still building more Stalkers. And then when hallucinate finishes, we got to use that right away. Now you got 6 gates. You're adding your third. As long as you keep building probes, you can definitely supply yourself with like 10 gateways. We're just gonna do the same thing. We're gonna do Stalker control. It's good sentry use. It's good against everything. And then hopefully in the future you'll have faster hallucinate, so you can see, oh, okay, he's going Infestor, so then you go Colossus, or oh, he's going Muta. You keep going, doing what you're doing, right? Okay, so change that rally at your main back to your main. And where's those hallucinates? And that's a hacker hallucinate if I ever saw one. There goes Mutas, they're heading towards your main. Link up there. And keep building probes. I still see you not building probes. Keep probes to probes. Keep working against stuff. Transfer your third. Can't beat down.
What was the last part you said? Pull it down?
Cannons at the mineral lines, right?
Okay, right.
Building probes. You got a lot of chrono boost saved up, so chrono boost probes. I'm gonna fix that gas. Good force fields there.
Yeah.
It's gonna upset me. I don't know.
For a second. Okay, is this game winnable from here?
No. No, I don't think so.
You say no or I don't know?
No, I don't think so. It's
Oh, okay.
I
got 100 supply on you, twice as many harvesters.
Yeah, GG. Yeah, I think that'd be best.
Okay,
Okay.
so the things that happen here were perhaps, and it's for people listening too, don't be hard on Julie, because it's really hard to have someone barking at you while you're playing. Like,
Stuff.
doing things as you're hearing it is one of the hardest things to do in StarCraft 2, so it's understandable that the play will take a dip, but this game, you weren't building harvesters continuously. And of course, we as Protoss players know there are times where we have to prioritize money, right? So we can't spend them continuously. But for you, that wasn't the question. You were always floating like 400 or 500 minerals, and they just weren't being used on probes. And it's a 2 birds 1 stone thing too with chrono boost. Like, you don't with this style, you only have 2 things at the most to upgrade, right? So usually it's the forge, and then perhaps blink or something else, hallucinate maybe. So that means we have a lot of free chrono boost. So chrono boost out pairs of probes. If you feel like you're under stress from an attack or something like that, then chrono boost the gateways and get extra warp-ins in. But you shouldn't be floating like 240 chrono boost between 3 Nexi like you had. And then additionally, like, it seems hard because at the point in time where he's using lings and roaches in one place and mutas in another, it seems really difficult. But in fact, you should have had probably 10, 15 more stalkers if you would have done a better job in the early game economically.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how we deal with that. Now, you also forgot things like hallucinate. You also, again, had Zerglings in your base that killed 4 probes. For the cost of 4 Zerglings, that's a huge boon to the Zerg player. So we still have to work on that wall-in, and the wall-in has to be made. I mean, actually, the wall-in was okay. It's just that your cannon was forgotten, right?
Yeah. Okay, we ready? Yeah, let's get that. Let's get this one.
I'm ready.
All right.
Is meat bun ready?
Meat
I
done.
can't help but laugh when I say meat bun. Okay, here we go. Same map. Gonna hash this
Yes.
out. Yeah, the game before last, you definitely played a lot cleaner. It's a huge difference. Okay, I did MLG this time, so it's cross.
Okay, thanks. So you want the pylon to be part of the wall?
No, you can do it the same way you did it. It's just that if you do it that way, you probably have to build one pylon part of the wall, just because there's not enough time to connect or block down that big ramp, right? If it was a smaller ramp, like let's say Shakir's Plateau or Entombed Valley, then actually Entombed Valley is bigger, or as big. Then we have time, and we don't have to use the pylon. But in this case, probably use at least one.
Which maps do you downvote from ladder pool?
My ladder's really tournament based, so like no one's using Arid Plateau or whatever that one is. So I've got that blocked out. Sometimes bad maps block out. Someone's got me on speakers somewhere, I think.
That would be me.
No, you're not a headset believer.
Not really. Sorry. I turned it down. Hopefully it doesn't echo.
She only uses headset when she's playing Amnesia.
And only when they make me.
So he's opening gas too.
So, like, that's not a bad idea then, yeah?
Yeah, that's great. And just make sure and cancel it. Actually, he probably won't even see it. This is that scenario I was talking.
That's
where
exactly. It's pretty strange, given that I told him this cross.
And what you just have to remember is in this scenario, that one cannon is nice, but it's not enough. You need to make sure and make a cannon at your home probably as well.
Yeah.
All these Zergs are listening in on the stream, by the way, these dirty cheaters.
Don't listen to our secrets.
Alright, let's get this ramp perfect here.
Yeah.
Make a
that he
cannon.
might be on his way.
Make a cannon. Yeah, you saw the Zerglings leave. Nope, that's not it, Julia.
That-
Doesn't play over.
I don't know what is going to be it.
There you go.
That's weird to me.
Checks your Nexus too. It's actually a really good spot.
Protects the Nexus.
Well, I mean, at least the front edge of the Nexus, right?
Yeah, but what Zerg would ever attack the front edge of a Nexus with a cannon?
Hey, it's important.
True.
I love that edge.
Alright, so as per Julia's tradition, we do have 2 Zerglings inside the base now.
Only 2.
What kind of game would this be without it? Serious.
At least completely manageable.
You probably have like amazing probe micro.
Oh man.
It's this. Cannon's messing him up so good though. That's so good.
Your probes are under attack.
Nice. Okay. So this game, I really want you to see the consistent probes. Okay. I'll try to say it less so it's less distracting, but just make sure you're doing it.
Well, it's not even distracting. I know that's the problem I have.
It's hard. It's difficult. And, you know, you lost 2 probes, which is not a big deal, but you're
Zero's
somehow
better.
low on probes, I guess what I'm trying to say. So just keep chrono boosting the probes, keep building them.
Highlight for hire.
Where the cannon is, it's really funny. Like, everybody who walks out gets hit once. That's it. All kinds of, like, wounded drones walking around Zerglings. And then, yep, exactly. So keep those probes coming out. Keep chrono boosting them.
Probably wouldn't hide the probe by the 3rd either, Julia, because I always.
Hey, now I know he has a
always
third.
But I
What if I
always
had to
look
fight
there.
my way up into the 3rd to see if he had it, and he killed me first? Now I know.
That's true.
Base is under attack. Your probes are under attack.
Okay, and chrono boost probes. Nothing else needs to be chrono boost. Like, warp gate upgrade, you don't need a chrono boost. That doesn't help nearly as much.
Oh my. Not
In the future,
chronoing.
probably don't take gas right now. Just go minerals. And also, if you want to look at your harvester count, in your main you have 2 extra. You have 18, now 19. So transfer 3 and set the rally to your natural. And then, you know, watch your supply. I mean, look at your money. It's starting to get a pyre here. Need a couple of pylons, exactly. You know he's probably on 2 bases, which is really nice. Because if he's going to take a 3rd, he probably would have cleared out this 1 cannon, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is my favorite part of the game. Ever.
It's nice.
Yeah.
Good thing here, too, is you kind of know his tech, right? You're not seeing roaches leaving, you're not seeing lings. Gives you good ideas. Now keep... I take my 2 zealots and I go to the tower or something, right? This is also a nice time where you can get a probe out on the map. So the probe can do things like scout for a 4th, build spot/proxy pylons. All these things are good for Protoss.
Research complete.
Okay, keep those probes coming out. And then now you can take your 4th gas.
We cannot hold.
You have a lot of chrono boost saved up here. This cannon really messed with his brain, by the way. He is totally not happy with it.
Don't think he's ever seen it. Oh my goodness. Oh, he's going to finally get it.
Yep. This is nice. You could actually potentially kill that hatchery just because he doesn't want to have Zerglings over there, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, cancels. There you go. Okay, so Hallucinate's about to finish. It's really important you scout immediately. Keep adding probes. To give you an idea, you're at 43 harvesters when you should be at more like 50. I like this fast 3rd.
Can I warp like any units into that pylon? Is it worth it?
Oh, the pylon?
Yeah.
It's too late now, but
I mean,
at
I
the time...
know-
Base is under
Yeah,
attack.
lagged there for a
Okay.
second.
Now, one thing to talk about too is make sure and have a couple pylons around the mineral line so you can add cannons when it comes to them,
Right.
right?
That is something that I often don't do.
Probes coming off. Okay, you want to set the rally point back to your main. So transfer probes from your natural as well. Oversaturate there. There you go. And where's those hallucination scouts? Where's your army?
Research complete.
Gotta warp in sentries, right? Remember that?
You know, honestly, I usually make so many sentries against Zerg. It's just like something about you wanting me to make them is like stopping me from making them.
Your probes are under attack.
Okay, so Muta's are here, so you gotta get those cannons going. Got a lot of gas, so I'd probably make my way to Templar to make some Archons. It's a nice way to spin that, but also you need to add the sentries. There we go. Okay, so still no cannons in your main mineral line. Okay, and you're at 54 harvesters, so if you do things like put drones on, or probes on gas at your third, you kind of see, I'm lightly populated, right? That's just because you have to keep making more. And right now we're not sure what situation the game is, that's because we got kind of wounded by those mutas, but you want to still be sending out Hallucinated Phoenix. Because if this guy's taking like a bajillion bases right now, it's time to attack, right? We can't let him just do that.
I'm here in the ship. The merging is complete. Base is under attack. I'm here in the shadows. I'm here in the shadows. They've broken through.
And you got an observer scouting, so that's good. Actually, 2 observers scouting.
Double spire.
I mean, in the future, you'd rather use mana as opposed to gas, right? Gas is a precious commodity in this situation. So just the 1 observer for creep tumors and that kind of thing, but in the future, use your hallucinated phoenix for the scouting. So it's time to push. You've scouted that he's on at least 4 bases, which means, I mean, that's just at least how much he's on, right?
So when she pushes out, she should leave some back? I mean, leave some back at home?
That's a good question. I mean, actually, you probably want to like upgrade Storm and do what I did last game. Whoa, what are you doing? Careful. What is this?
He was going up there with his mutas.
Okay. This is cool, but it's just kind of risky. But you know, you end up pulling back in time. So that's cool. You're fine. Oh, there he is. Nice. If you get the chance, you might want to click on a muta. You'll see that he's double upgraded those mutas, which means he is absolutely committed to him. Okay, just spend this money, so you can't, because your supply block, you haven't started Storm yet. So make a bunch of pylons. And you'll notice in my game I made a bunch of cannons too, right? Because you're expecting the base trade, so it's okay to be on 5 or 6 cannons per base. I mean, it depends on how you want to play it. You can also see he built a shit ton of spine crawlers. So maybe you want to take a 4th against this, just storm his mutas when they show up, right? If that's the case, then you still need to start Storm. There it is. And Warp in Templar now, so they're gathering mana. And then you can take a 4th from here. You can go ahead and grab that formerly high yield expansion.
Is it a bad idea to just be sitting in the middle here?
Oh yeah, just because you don't have Storm yet. If you would have upgraded Storm a while ago, it wouldn't be that bad.
Base is under attack.
It's killing your gateway, so you're going to want to make a lot more. Okay, when Storm finishes, make sure and warp in Templar again at each of the bases so that when he does try this again, he'll at least have to eat a Storm for his efforts.
Research complete.
You have a lot of unspent money.
I'm here in the shadows.
You gotta get this Templar down, Julia. You're not gonna win this game without Templar. I'll tell you right now. So you warped them all in with your army. You actually have 14 Templar with your army. And what you want to do in the future is leave a few behind, right? Like you saw me do.
Right.
Yeah, he's heading to your main.
Pull probes from there at least. Try to save a few. And then warp in Templar right now. Elsewhere. Your army's got to be moving. Time is of the essence.
Here in the shadows.
There we go.
Pull back. Pull back. You don't have any more storms. You're gonna lose 5 Templar. That's gonna break my heart. No.
Tyrell.
Oh, getting more energy.
Okay, you got one more storm with it.
Storm. Money storm. Money storm. Oh.
Okay, I keep like deselecting half my fucking army. I have so much money.
Okay, I think this. Yeah. What do you think, Jeff? Should you still win this game?
Oh, yeah, I mean, at least attack here, Julie. You got a ton of supply, and you got all the storm. Now, you're looking at a forest of spine crawlers like I've never seen in my life, so you shouldn't attack there.
Yeah.
Like, go up the rocks into the third, something like that. We want to build a lot of gateways behind this, but you got to be attacking right now. And time is of the essence.
In this situation, what you should be, I mean, is it just
It's just game over.
Unit conservation pretty much?
Yeah, it's just, there's nothing to code. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not like throwing a powder or anything like that.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
I'm waiting till the game's over to talk about it. He'll kill her base. She's not gonna have any probes out. Even if she did, it wouldn't matter.
Right. Yeah, those meters are probably big enough to even. Well, she's got a few storms. She's got a lot of storms though.
A lot of
Yeah,
storms.
so the Muta still couldn't really take it on him. But that's a lot of damage on spines.
He just should never fight her.
Yeah,
Just
exactly.
kill all her buildings. Dude, now she's down to
Down
the
to
one pylon.
2 pylons. Race to that pylon. I think he just sniped it. Storm it! Storm it! I'm still a bit. Oh, yeah. Well, why don't we call it GG? There you go.
Okay, so that what you just experienced is the whole problem. Like, if he wanted to do a stand-up fight with you, he never would have won. You would have crushed it. We'd be singing your name in the streets. There'd be confetti. It'd be all awesome. But that's not the style he's playing. He's playing, I'm going to make 5,000 spine crawlers. I'm going to sit on 5 or 6 bases. And I'm going to make an army that's never going to fight yours, but every time you leave, it's going to kill stuff. And that's not uncommon. That's pretty common. So when I kept saying, you got to make Templar and leave in your base, that's pretty much our only answer. It's either that, well, there's no either. It's that, and then we attack or we expand again and just keep doing that. But if he's hitting cannons, like, I mean, at one point he had 48 Mutalisks, so I don't care how many cannons you have, they're going to go down, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the only chance we have is a couple of awesome storms softening him up, and then the cannons and maybe additional Templar or Stalkers are going to be enough to bring him down.
All right, Jeff. I think we have time for one more. I'm gonna
Okay.
put you in this time against
Sure.
the same guy, so we can.
And if you have questions, Julia, just feel free to ask this whole time. And I mean, I want you to see the slight, the difference here is going to be hopefully, LOL. If I don't, I'll be eating my words pretty bad. But better pro production, and then more map awareness. If you don't really know what's going on out on the map, it's really hard to play the game, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's got, I mean, you made 2 observers, and you were scouting at bases fairly well. You had one at the front of space, so you were doing a pretty good job of it. But observers are too slow and they're too costly off that robo. Like I said, if I could use Sentry mana versus 75 gas off a robo, the choice is pretty easy in that situation. Now, one cool thing to take away from that game is you did the pylon block / cannon excellent, right?
Yeah.
And you know, in the future, you don't have to say, should I warp in units here? That would have been awesome. Like 5 zealots right there. He had nothing.
Yeah.
They would have ran amok all over him, and he would have been very sad. So just don't ever warp in like 5 sentries. Don't ever, you know, don't commit to it, type of thing. Is this MLG?
Yes.
Oh right, because there's no gold. I should have known that. So you don't have to wall into the pylon as part of the wall, that's totally fine. But the concepts we have to apply to the wall are A, it needs to eventually reach across so that we minimize the space, and then B, our cannon has to go up at a time so Zerglings don't get in. And that's really important. So I'm going to check, make sure I'm not getting 6 pooled.
I'd hope not.
Fucking ninja.
He's such a ninja. Wasn't getting 6 pool.
Ah, lag again. Sorry guys, lag again. Everybody in stream is gonna have to see a commercial again. That's like my way of doing a commercial. ISP lag.
So here we're seeing gas getting mined again. So that means that this probe's going to be really important. I need to scout. See if I'm getting all in or not. You can see I'm just currently probes, and I'm well beyond 16, right? That's because I want to see where this is going first. If the guy's going to all-in me, then my expansion doesn't help nearly as much, right? That's not that important. But I'm kind of looking at this thinking he's... I can get away with a Nexus. That's the safer bet.
So having the probe on the ramp, okay, there you go.
It's just to get it.
Yeah, draw
information.
There you go.
And now we want to see, is he getting speed? Is the Roach worn down? Like, he only made 2 lanes, which is interesting.
It is.
So we'll check the 3rd, check the 4th now. But with speed, we need to know that he has the capability of running past this one cannon eventually, right? Not just yet, but it's really important that our wall-in reflects that. Otherwise, 20 Zerglings run past that and just kill me. Oh, what is this? Well, shit, I should have scouted that faster. If I would have scouted that faster, I could have cannon rushed it.
Yeah, exactly. That'd be so brutal.
I've done that 1,000. Sure. So now you can see, like, I just got done telling you your probe should never hide on the tower, but the reason I'm on the tower in this case is because his Zerglings aren't out on the map, and they're not capable of being out on the map except for off of his natural expansion, in which case I should be able to just escape from there fast enough, I guess, is the logic I'm using. So we'll start at +1, and I'll just do the style that I was trying to get you to do, so you can kind of see what that looks like.
Okay.
So no Stargate. And you see I have 16 probes on the main mineral line, so I've transferred over the rally point to the other base. Oh wow. Actually, as I was saying that I was going to like run my probe, I definitely didn't. And there's 2 Zerglings over here. So those are speed Zerglings, so I'm not going to mess around. Just going to go ahead and leave. Oh, thank you, Bryce. Ooh. I just saw an overlord down by my probe, so I'm going to evacuate. I hope he didn't notice that. Nothing to see here.
Sorry guys on the stream. I don't know what's going on with my connection tonight, but apparently the stream's a little going on and off, and unfortunately the stupid pre-rolls are running every time it comes back on, so guess I can turn those on. Let me see if I can turn those off real quick while this is all happening.
So see this probe out here dropping... Oh, well. Not always going to work, but still a good idea. I stand by it. C+2 gets started. Here come my sentries, and I'm going to use this time to push out and see what the hell's going on out here. Now, I'm not getting blink right away. Can we pause real quick? I gotta use the bathroom.
Sure.
Give me 1 second.
Again, guys, I'm sorry. Believe me, I don't mean to run commercials during my shows. So, you know, it's the pre-rolls. So I turned off the pre-rolls, so whenever the stream's laggy, you won't see the commercials anymore. I should have done that earlier. Sorry about that. Yeah. So how's it been, Julia? You having a good time?
Yeah.
Learning a few
I
things.
Pardon me?
You learning a few things?
Yeah, man. I love playing with Jeff, and
He's awesome.
I feel like I always learn something from him, so definitely beneficial. Thank you.
Yep, no problem. This is definitely good stuff.
Okay.
All right.
Julie, I'm going to take a page from your book and try the cutesy warping.
All right.
All right. But make it cute.
Theory crafting with Julia. Oh wow, that's gonna be nasty. It's like the tower won't die.
Look at all these Zerglings.
I know, just
And now that I know he's like spending money over there and focused on that, I'm going to go ahead and do things like add my additional 2 gateways, keep chrono boost my upgrades, get blink going. But I'm just building stuff, right? Like I know I'm not in danger.
Yeah.
I'll even hallucinate scout here. And it's all for the price of what, 5 zealots? I mean, look what he's doing.
Right.
And you know what? People will laugh and be like, "That's not what you're supposed to do." But he doesn't know. He doesn't know if there's 10 zealots coming up behind that or not.
Right. Exactly.
So I'm doing the safer thing, and he's done the wiser. Meanwhile, back at home, I've got my sentry base, and I'm just going to warp in stalkers, trying to boost my upgrades.
I mean, even a 2-base push would have probably killed him here, right? Like a
Yeah,
2-base
probably
play.
would have.
Yeah, but that wouldn't be fun from a coaching standpoint.
I see the Spire, and he's just got a bunch of lings. But I scouted the Spire, right?
Mm-hmm.
Get +3 attack here.
No,
These are +2 zealots now. This is,
no way he's killing that.
yeah,
They're serious business.
Yeah.
they don't mess around.
I'm here in the shadows.
No, I like that warping, man.
Yep.
Pretty.
He is now on 1 base, so it's actually impossible to lose from here. And I'll just put him out of his misery here pretty soon. So I've got the cannons just to make sure that doesn't get annoying, or at least too annoying. And I think I'm heading towards Templar Tech. Where did I... Yeah, I did, okay.
So do you immediately put the cannons in your main whenever you scout Spire, or do you wait
Yes.
a little bit? Okay.
That's what I do.
Yeah.
If I was a better player, what I would probably end up doing is like... Oh no, he's got mutas. And then I'd use the stalkers to like build up a little bit more of a fluff time.
Got it.
I'm here in the shadows.
Well,
So yeah, I like the Templars at your third, the cannons at your mains. Good stuff.
Here in the shadows.
just make sure he's not taking another base.
Yeah.
Go ahead and add some more gateways.
Fall back to the shadows.
Taking his natural at 13 minutes of the game, probably. Your first time.
Ever.
Got a lot of chrono boost saved up, so I'm going to chrono boost my gateways.
I'm here in the shadows.
Wow, so you actually ran all the way back.
Yeah, why not?
Research complete. I'm here.
And now let's do things like let's really bury him. So double forge. Oh,
All right, GG.
so
Yeah.
all from the cute warp in that I stole from Julia.
Yeah, exactly.
I was like, no, don't do it. Nah, and I was like, now it's my turn to show how cool it is.
You don't
Cool.
get to. I get
Right.
to.
All right, guys. Well, I think that's about it for the playing. So at this point, I think guys mind if we take some questions?
Don't mind at all.
All right. Let's see. I think the cameras are going to get a little messed up here. So let me do something first before we do this. So, guys, to ask these guys questions, you can either Skype in, and we can ask these guys live questions, or go ahead and just message your questions inside the stream chat, and we will ask away. me fix this real quick. Oh, why am I doing that? It's going to get messed up in a second. Okay, so first question from... Here we go. It's from John. No last name John. Let's see where he is. Hey, John.
Hello.
You there?
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, good. You got a question for Julia or Jeff?
I do. My question is to Jeff. I want to know, you were talking about making a ton of probes, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, you were like saying go up to 70, 80 or something like that?
Mm-hmm.
I'm in Platinum right now, and I make a ton of probes, ton of workers, whatever race I play, ton of workers.
Okay.
I just wanted to know, when is a good time to stop on X amount of bases, X amount of time, and all that good stuff?
That's a really good question. My favorite way to answer this is the legendary Liquid Tyler / Noni was once asked this very question. And basically what he said is if you ever have to ask, when do I stop making probes, you're not ready to stop making probes. And what he means by that is, for the most part, and this is something I tell a lot of my students too, is I would rather have a game where I'm like, holy crap, you made 120 probes, and then work with you on cutting down on your probe production and talking about when you need to stop, versus the players that I have who have like 45 probes at 25 minutes. And not because they were harassed or something like that, but just because that's how many they made. Okay,
Right.
so, I mean, I don't know if that's the answer you're going for, but I guess my best encouraging response to that would be, as a Platinum player, keep making probes and then watch your replay. If at 20 minutes, at 35 minutes or whatever, you have 95, 100 probes, then tell yourself, okay, this is what 95, 100 probes looks like. Let's have about 20, 15 less. Okay? And then just work backwards from there. But if you have the habit to build a shit ton of probes, my man, if I could take your brain and put that in mine for a while, that'd be great. You have a nice problem to have.
I'm always hitting my Nexus key and then just spamming E.
Yeah.
Like
That's a good habit to have, man. It's going to serve you well.
All right, thank
thanks,
you very
John.
much. You guys have a good night.
You too.
Yeah.
You too.
Okay, okay, let's see. Who's next? We got Haz, H-A-Z here. Let's see what question he's got. Guys, don't call me. I'll call you. That sounded kind of funny.
Hello?
Hello? Are you there?
Hello? Yeah, can you?
Hello.
Yeah, we can hear you.
All right, cool. So I have a question for Jeff. Sorry, Julie, I'm not sure what to ask you.
No problem.
You can go out with me.
Oh, all right. That's cold. Forever
What?
alone.
That's
no,
usually the normal question on our
I didn't
stream.
think cold at all.
No. Really? That's happened?
People
All
are more
right.
committed. They usually ask me to marry them.
There you go.
Damn. People
Yes.
have balls. All right, I'm sorry. So, Jeff, I'm curious what you think of... I've seen Hero and JYP do this a lot. I haven't seen Huck do it because Huck 7-gate all-ins every PvZ that I've seen so far. But I've seen JYP and Hero do things like after they scout a quick third, hit with full chrono on Warp Gate, hit with 4+1 zealots. Well, 5 because they have one running around the map usually.
Yeah.
But I'm curious what you would do like to get back into the game from that point if that gets blocked. I personally do something like blink all in off 6 gates, or I've seen DT drops follow it up. But I'm curious, like if they deflect that with roaches, you're pretty far behind. So I'm a little curious what you would do to like try and muscle your way back into the game at that point.
It's a fantastic question. I mean, first and foremost, you have to gauge how committed you were to it. So if it's one warp in of like 4+1 zealots plus the 5th that was wandering around or whatever, not a big deal. Obviously, if they get smashed by roaches for free, basically what you just did was you said, here's $500, and oh, by the way, I'm not touching my gateways for 33 seconds, right? Which sucks, but that's not that big of a deal. So from there, you warp in a round of sentries, and you build as per usual. Probably what you do, though, is you cut down on your tech. So you shouldn't go Colossus, you shouldn't go Storm, you should go Blink, Stalker, Sentry, just because that tech path is pretty abrupt, right? It's one building and an upgrade, and then it's just Stalkers, which you should have anyways, as opposed to a couple buildings, a couple upgrades, and then a different tech path like Colossus or Templar. But if you've done like 2 or 3 warp-ins and that gets smashed, you're way behind. So now it's like Now it's DTs. Now it's Stalker all in, that kind of stuff that you have to do.
All right. If I could ask like one more tiny question. In regards to that, like I've been having like problems like taking a quick or taking my third at the risk of roach spam, but I'm curious what you feel or how you feel on like going blind DTs over Colossus. Not necessarily like blind completely, but rather than like relying on Colossus versus Roach Hydra, teching to Templar.
Yeah. The sheer fact of the matter is that DTs in this game, to a certain extent, are essentially a coin flip to a certain degree. Like you're saying, I hope you're not prepared for it, right? Now, let's say you take your I hope you're not prepared for it, and then you give you Huck control. Those DTs can do some good. So they can pick off a couple drones. They can survive a little bit longer, so they're a little bit more annoying. But they still, like, even with Huck's control, they make him vulnerable to a flat 2 or 3 base Roach Hydra push with detection, right?
Or did I'm sorry. If I said DTs, I meant High Templar. I thought I said. I'm so sorry. I didn't want to interrupt you because you're making a good point. So.
Oh, okay.
But yeah,
okay.
I meant like Templar because after a certain point you can't deal without splash, obviously. So I thought like Templar as opposed to Colossus seems like a little bit better of a choice. I don't know.
Yeah, it would seem that way. The thing about Templar that makes me kind of lenient about, or not lenient necessarily, but a little bit hesitant to go Templar against Zerg is that usually off of 2 bases, if you're going Sentry and then support units should be Stalkers, that's a shit ton of gas. So you'll have like 4 or 5 Templar at the very most. And if those storms aren't like award-winning storms, then there's a good chance that you've sucked all your gas out of your build and you're dead. Storms against roaches in particular are not that great. If they open up Muta and you blindly open up Templar, then you're in fantastic shape. Or if they open up like Ling Infestor, right? So it's not like it's the biggest gamble in the whole world, but just know the reason you don't see that opening as much is it can get leaned on. Like you'll just never get your third. And then if you ever get sent, you don't have the gas to rebuild. Right?
All right, thanks for the question.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
All right, how about we take 5 more?
Sure.
All right, Zach's next. Hopefully we can get a question for you, Julia.
It's all good. I doubt I have anywhere near as interesting things to say as Jeff. So.
Okay, well, let's see. They don't want to add me here. These people don't want to add me, so let's see. Okay, Carter. Carter's next. Carter Powers begs.
Hi guys.
Hey Carter, how's it going?
Pretty good. So this is a question for both you guys.
Okay.
I was looking at the win rate.
Can you turn off your
statistics.
stream volume?
Oh, is that me? Sorry.
It's all good.
Sorry. So I was looking at the win rate statistics. I don't want to be the guy to ask this, but what are your guys' thoughts on that? Do you think there needs to be a balance change, or do people just need to work at their own game, I guess?
The win rates, is that what you're asking about?
Yeah.
There's been I kind of at the beginning gave a spiel on how win rates kind of reflect the metagame, right? So there was a time when Protoss were just absolutely demolishing Zerg because they kind of learned that they don't have to fear the Infestor as much, and then it was right after that Infestor nerf. So the Zerg were using the Infestors as a huge crutch, and they didn't know how to play without it for a while. But then they bounced back when they discovered that they just need to attack, and then they bounced back even further when they discovered they need to make mutas. So Protoss are still kind of catching up from a couple tiers back, but they're doing okay. Like the win rates shouldn't tell you the full story. If you watch some of the GSL games, it can look pretty ugly, but it's not. I've seen worse, is I guess what I'm saying. So if the question is it so bad that we need a balance change? My answer is probably not. The sad thing is, if that Q&A with what's his name? David Kim. If that's any indicator, it looks like Protoss might be hitting another buff, which I don't know that we need a buff.
Yeah. And this is just building off that. Do you think the removal of the mothership will be a big problem for late game CVP?
Yes. Yes. I mean, I really don't think the Tempest as it stands right now is any kind of counter to Mutalisk. It's a capital ship that slow moves, and it has a lower attack rate, so the way it'll function is like a vortex from a mothership against a Mutalisk. It'll be like, if the Zerg takes a wrong turn, they're completely screwed, right? And taking out the mothership is really bad for Broodlords too. That'll be tough. So, in my opinion, keep the mothership and then rework the Tempest. I don't need a Corsair necessarily, but
Yeah.
we don't need a slow-moving AOE. Like the way the Tempest works is, if I make them, you can't go air and fight me. Like, that sounds too hardcore. You know, that's ridiculous.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, thanks for your
Thanks,
question.
guys.
Yep.
Bye.
Hi.
Okay, next up we got, let's see, Adam. No, actually no, we have Zach. Zach's back and ready for attack. Come on, I'm hoping for a Julia question.
That goes in control, doesn't stop talking, and it's like, if you get asked a question, you're not supposed to stop talking. You stupid son of a bitch.
Zach, you there?
Yes, I am. Hey guys, and I'm sorry, but this is more of a question for Jeff.
No
but
problem, no
everyone's free to
problem.
answer.
It's okay. I like
it's more of
hearing
an-
Jeff's voice. So everyone
I do
keep
too,
asking
actually.
him questions.
No, I'm kidding, but
You guys are so awesome.
it's more of an opinion thing, so everyone's free to answer as they want. I don't play Protoss, so it's not really a strategy question, but I feel like you guys could answer pretty well regardless of that. I guess I know you guys probably hate the how can I become a pro gamer questions, but I thought what do you guys think of the sort of idea where specifically with a team like EG, you would foster an up and coming player in the team house environment, show them what it's like, and give them a chance to improve their skill to the point that they might be a pro. Sort of like the complexity academy that they do there. And I say use EG as an example because they're the ones I feel like they would have the infrastructure to do that kind of thing. And I'm not saying, will you do this? Why aren't you doing this? But what's your thought on that? Do you think it would be a good way to produce entertaining content and that kind of thing?
Yeah, I mean, my disclaimer would be, first and foremost, I don't make that kind of decision. So
Oh, no, I didn't think so.
Entirely my opinion. I really like the Academy ideas. I think they're fantastic. They've produced amazing players like Gosu User. Some other guys have come up through there, and like Bling, let us not forget, qualified for Dignitas through a tournament that was a recruitment tournament.
Yes.
And he turned into an absolute monster. He's one of the best Protoss on the planet. So I think the idea has proven that it has the ability to turn out amazing players. As far as EG or some other teams, this idea has not evaded us. We've discussed it. We've talked about it. But our angle would be more like taking a young up and comer, like an Illusion or something like that, and working with him. And it's something we've kicked around, but it's probably not going to end up happening because it's like a whole nother set of infrastructure, right? Like if you work with minors or even just developing players in general that are kind of below the radar, that is you entirely investing in something that's not going to give you immediate return. It's planning on the future. And in esports, that's kind of a dangerous thing. So you'll notice the academies, the way they talk about it and the way they advertise it is as this really nice thing that they're doing to try and get more people involved. And it taking nothing away from them, but the reason they do that is because it needs to churn out positive PR. There has to be other reasons why they do it.
Of
EG
course.
right now is focused on other ways of doing that. We're probably the most publicized team, so do we need to take a risk and invest in the future in a player that's underdeveloped? Probably not.
Yeah, I get it. I ask because I think that that kind of question is asked a lot by the community. Why aren't there any new up and coming players? So I think that'd be a popular thing. So that's why I think that it might have some value for a team like EG. So that's why I ask.
I hope I hope we get to the point someday where we're so comfortable. I think it's like I just said, it's an amazing idea. It actually has results. And I would love to have a system that looks at young talent and brings them up and says, okay, you're training with us now, and let's see how you do. And I think that'd be cool because I get asked every single day, hey, is it possible for me to go pro? What is it like going pro? Can I go pro? And at this point in time, the honest-to-God answer is, man, it is super, super hard. And if I had to give you my honest opinion, I would say don't try it because it's so much time, so much investment, and it's so if you go pro now as a diamond player, you'll end up being a competitive pro 2 years from now. You know what I mean? So it's hard.
Yep,
Right.
thank you for
All right, Zach.
answering.
Thanks for the question.
Thank
No
you.
problem.
All right, how about two more? Let's see. Let's see who the lucky ones are. Okay, we got Ian here. Okay, and there's one for Julia to end it off. Yes, yes, get one in there.
What's the name of the person you're gonna ask? Who's gonna ask me a question?
Brian.
Just curious.
Ryan.
Ryan. Okay.
Look at those
Okay.
dimples. She's
Don't worry,
suspicious.
I've got the
Oh,
remove.
no.
I've got the end button really quick. Here.
Perfect. I'm not afraid of a stranger asking me a weird question. I'm more afraid of my friends asking me idiot
Oh, I
questions.
see.
Sibel.
Yeah, exactly. Well, guess this guy's not here. That's too bad. Let's see who's next. Oh, this guy's asking anybody. All right, let's get to the Julia question real quick. While I find one last one after that.
Hey guys.
Hey Brian, how's it
Hello.
going? You got a
Oh.
question?
Yeah, I think EG.iNcontrol has already answered this one before, but this is, I guess, for Julia now.
All right.
What are your goals in terms of being a StarCraft 2 pro for this year? Where do you think you'll end up? Where do you see yourself going?
Well, right now I'm devoting a lot of time to StarCraft. For various reasons, I quit both of my jobs, only partially because I wanted to focus on StarCraft. There were a lot of opportunities presenting themselves to me, so I thought, while the opportunity is here, why not go for it? And like I'm taking this semester off of school too, because my college is really cool about taking a semester off and picking back up really easily again after. So I thought if all of that was happening, I could really try and devote all my time to it and hopefully see where I could get, practice a lot, see if I could, maybe get to high masters and maintain it, go to MLGs and things like that, and really get like a bigger following on Twitch and be able to maybe support myself streaming full time. So I would say just getting up to high masters right now would be something I'd like to accomplish by the end of the year, and definitely getting my stream numbers up would be optimal.
All right,
Awesome. Thanks,
thanks.
Brian.
Yep.
All right, last question of the night. Let's see. It's going to be a good one here. Nathan's got a question for both of you guys. Please be a good one.
Hello.
Hey, Nathan.
Hello.
Hey, I was wondering, I guess this for both EG.iNcontrol and Julia. As a player that's been like, I got to where I was like in a Master League scenario by doing a lot of like gimmicky play and whatnot, and I've been trying to really work on playing out like a standard to actually really significantly improve at the game. And I guess I'm just wondering from both of your perspectives, if you have like the mechanics and the micro ability that build up from doing that, how would you recommend like really like getting into being able to play out the standard long macro games and make good decisions over long periods of time?
You go first, Julia, if you want.
I'm going to be honest here for a second. I got distracted because Nathan is one of the people that I was worried you were going to invite in. And then I started reading the questions in the chat. So either Jeff can answer first or Nathan can re-ask his question. My sincerest apologies.
I like this awkwardness, so you can actually just re-ask the question.
I really apologize.
man.
Perfect.
Seriously, I didn't mean to throw you off. I was just saying, like, in terms of going from a position where mechanics and micro get you
Lag.
games and make good decisions in the mid game and transitioning out. Just wondering, like, if you have any recommendations or suggestions as to how to improve at a good pace from that point.
Well, I still have a lot of that to... Is the stream off?
I think the stream died.
Yeah, it just is another laggy. It'll pop back up in a second. I'm gonna
Okay.
have like 10 parts of this show.
Is it back? Looks like it.
Yeah, it's back.
Okay. So, I mean, I know that I have a ton of... Like, I have so much more to learn. I don't even know if I know the answer to that question. Like, I worked my way up into Diamond by forgating, and it's only been, like, the last couple months that I've been really trying not to forgate because I don't want to rely on something like that. So it's been really hard trying to make sure that I'm making all the probes and focusing on macro rather than micro, like just right on my army. And when I practice with anybody, they're always telling me, make more probes, don't just stare at your army. and I'm even still having issues breaking that habit.
Yeah.
Yeah, practicing with some pros and Jeff, and I don't know, they're hopefully gonna help me. I mean, even before I was doing the stupid arrow scroll, as everybody likes to remind me, and like Destiny got me to break that. So
Right. Well, you
I
know,
don't
we're
know.
gonna
You never know.
we're gonna try to have Julia more on the show too. So you know, it'll be fun to.
You never know who's gonna say the right words to you, and
Yeah, exactly.
You know, so yeah.
Yeah.
You've made it as far as you have, but don't let that be like a. Well, that's an incomplete thought. I guess what I'm trying to say is you've made it up to Masters, and you've kind of recognized that the way you got to that ladder rank was abusing gimmicks, as you said, or probably timing or all-in type stuff. And that's nice. The nice thing that about being in the place that you're at is that you can now find and train with people that are around your level or hopefully better than you. And my best recommendation is when you get your ass handed to you, message the guy and say, hey, do you mind if I add you and we play some games? And if like five or six people say that, now you have a group of people to play with. Talk on Skype, play some games. Don't talk on Skype, ground out 25, 30 games, whatever. But just get in the games with people that are as good or better than you, and do it with the mindset of, this game I'm going to work on macros, so I'm not going to stop building probes. I'm going to use all my Corona boosts. I'm not going to get supply block. Who cares if you lose the game because of something else later down the road? At least you're working on the habits you know you need to work on, because you said it yourself. I use gimmicky play to get here, so that means you know that you need to sharpen your weapons in the other categories, right?
Yeah.
So you don't need a pro to sit here and say, here's what you have to work on, here's what you have to work on. Watch their streams, watch the VODs, analyze what they're doing different from you, and then apply that to your practice with people that are better than you. And eventually you'll get up to that plateau, need to find that next tier, and go from there. Or hopefully the people you're training with, they get better too. That's the ideal situation, right?
Yeah.
All right.
That's my advice.
All
right, thank you very much.
Thanks for the question.
See you later.
Thank you.
All right, guys. That's going to be it for Q&A. Hopefully you guys got most of your questions answered. I know Julia's answering a bunch in the stream chat too, so that's kind of good. But at this time, I just want to kind of wrap things up. At this point, do any kind of shout-outs and plugs you guys have. Julia, you want to go first?
I guess just shout out to my team and all of our sponsors, TT Sports and Pure Track and Gamers Uniform, and you can follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Twitch. All of them are /Ailuj SC. And thanks everybody for watching, and everybody who came from my channel too. Thanks for supporting Chris and this channel.
Do you have a shout out for Flo?
Oh man!
Oh, thank you.
I was hoping for that
love
question.
you.
I was hoping for that question.
I'm such a troll.
Actually, I have a question real quick before Jack.
Accurate.
Julia, what's the next tournament you're playing in? Because I know you just played one this past weekend.
The next tournament I'm playing in? Probably there's. I live in Vancouver, BC, and our university here. Well, like the UB. They always host tournaments and things, and just like get-togethers, bar crafts. And I think at the end of February there's the UBC Cup, so probably I'll be playing in that, and then I'll be at MLG Columbus also.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Can't wait to see you there. All right, Jeff, your turn.
Okay, the usuals. My team, Evil Geniuses, are sponsors. Intel, SteelSeries, Kingston HyperX, Monster Energy Drink, Beyond Gaming, and recently we acquired Sapphire as well. So big shout out to all of them. Without them, I couldn't do it. I would also like to give a shout out to the website I work for, ghostlycoaching.com. If anything I said seems like you guys might want to hear more, I definitely still coach every single day for 1 hour usually, which means that I'm available for coaching at some point or another. So head over there, or if you have questions, PM EG.iNcontrol on Team Liquid. And then I want to give a shout out to ChanmanV. You're doing an awesome job. Thank you for having me. I really like this format. I love coaching, and every time you give me an opportunity to do that, I really appreciate it, especially when there's people watching. And as far as future events coming up, we have the MLG qualifiers going on right now. There's a whole bunch of team leagues going on, and the tournament season is officially here. So expect to see me in all the MLG open brackets, as long as I don't put myself together and win one of those qualifiers or something like that. But yeah, I'll be all over the place, and I really encourage everyone to come say hi and interact with me. That's part of the reason why I do this, is to meet people. So hopefully I get to see everyone. And yeah, I love you all.
Well, guys, I want to thank you guys. Big thanks to you guys. I mean, I think tonight's probably the biggest viewership we've ever had. So obviously has a lot to do with the two of you. So
Teamwork.
really, exactly.
High five.
Really appreciate it. Actually, for Jeff, guys, like if you haven't checked out the EG practices they do every day, where they all stream at once, like the Muslim and Machine and In Control and Every by Sheth, and you need to check that out because that's like really good stuff. And I know Jeff, you do a lot to organize that, and awesome, definitely awesome
Thank you.
stuff. So, but I want to thank the viewers too. Thanks guys for checking, obviously checking the show out tonight and supporting the show. Like all the great comments, like, seeing the TL forums and YouTube and everywhere. I mean, it just, it really it really validates like, that I'm doing something everybody likes here. And that's really the whole point. I do these shows and everything, all these projects just for you guys. So, keep supporting the show. Follow me on Twitter. Follow the Twitch site, the stream, obviously. And hopefully I'll just, keep doing some good projects. This Friday will be my first ChanmanV King of the Hill Invitational, and hopefully Jeff will be, I think Jeff, you'll be participating in it. So that should be fun on Friday. Lots of good players, and I'll be posting the lineup there. And Monday and on Thursday, we're going to continue this coaching week, and I'm going to have Machine on to do a throwback coaching. He's going to be coaching me, so it should be pretty fun.
Yeah.
A lot of people used to watch the stream back then, so are used to that format. Actually found me originally that way, so this will be kind of a throwback episode. So come and check that out. VODs will be up tomorrow, and we'll do some after party mono battles with some viewers, just myself, and have some fun. But at this time, I'm gonna say goodbye to these guys, and I will be on in a second. See you later.
Bye. Thanks. That would be cool. You need achievements. Because otherwise... Oh, huh, that's cute. Yeah, that's cool that you get the feature though. But I mean, it's definitely like it's good for the whole world, right? So. Right. Oops. It's awful.
Hey, how's it going?
Hello.
Hello. I know. I'm pretty sure we couldn't hear you on the stream before, but we could hear.
Yeah, your
Julia
mic
through
was
the
muted
post-show.
there. Yep.
And we could hear Julia. Yeah.
I was furiously messaging you that you weren't answering. No, you.
Yeah.
No!
No.
Oh, sorry guys, you can hear me now.
Yep.
Okay, here we go. Let's get this started. Where are you? There you go. Okay, let's do this. Hey, where'd everybody go?
It's one
Oh,
there's one empty.
oh. Alright, let me get one beer in here.
What? Jake is back?
Is it?
Okay.
He's in the game.
Here we go. Gosh, man. Alright, let's get this started. Just starting.
A monument.
Oh, guys, it's random unit. Everyone random unit. Yeah.
Okay.
Hey Chan, could you add JP to the call?
Oh, shoot. Okay.
He feels kind of left out.
Oh, can you add him? Oh, shoot. Dude, who's...
Oh, whose mic is that?
Oh, my God.
Emily.
Yeah, it's you. Hello?
Team Liquid, by the way.
You guys on? Okay. All right, we're on the same team, right? Yeah, okay, we're on the same team. Just making sure. All right. Okay, let's hope for not a queen or a corruptor.
Yeah, whoever's mic is staticky, you gotta fix that.
I'm pretty sure it's not mine freaking out anymore because I put.
Yeah, it's not yours.
Is it mine or maybe?
It's
I think it's JP.
Here, is that better?
Yeah, Harold. Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, I just lowered the volume a bit.
All right, random. Oh, I got queen. God.
You got queen again. Hey, by the way, you gotta take yourself off that Liquid sidebar.
I was gonna keep it on just for this one since Julia's still here.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Plus, I can get Julia some more viewers too. For the rest of the night.
Leave me out of the chat,
For the rest of the
Chan, man.
night.
How could you? My heart is broken. It's broken.
Sorry. Oh, you got Maria. Okay, what did we get here? Okay, what'd you get? You got, alright, you got Zella at least. Oh my god, Phoenix.
So did they. Nah.
Alright, so I'm just gonna be, I'm gonna be muling. I am a
Oh, man.
mule.
My roommate got queen. He's gonna mass.
I got queen too, so.
There's
Get
no
the
way
Queen-
for
Queen
the
Zealot
observers
mirror
to see what
matchup.
they have, huh?
Queen matchup. Chanman versus my roommate. Here we go.
Knight is queen.
See
Go.
who can transfuse better.
I might not be transfusing much. I'm just gonna be creeping and muling, I think. I'm just gonna send it to you, Julia. Just mass gateway, warp gate.
Perfect.
Oh my god.
This'll help my macro.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, forget the probes. I'll take care of it. What am I doing? Oh, they have kind of early units, though. It's not that safe for me. Just
Line up, bro.
no, I mean that's not that safe for me to just start taking hatches like right now.
Oh, yeah.
Yes,
We
it
should
is. Let's
take-
go for it.
Do it, man.
Let's do it.
I'm
Just take
going.
the
I'm
gold,
going.
right?
Let's take the gold.
This guy,
baby.
take the gold.
Hell yeah.
Take all 4 of them.
Damn right. Is that me?
Ah.
Where'd I leave?
Oh, Julia.
Oh, I see how it is, Julia.
Wait, I think she actually DC'd.
I know. I think she did too.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh,
but
boy.
Yikes. Alright, I'll take it off then. Time to take off my stream.
It's like God's way of saying, take it off, Chanman. Take it off.
Exactly. Alright, take it off.
I can't believe you didn't put Forever Alone into the game, man. Forever Alone.
That's
It's in the
forever
chat.
alone.
His username is Forever Alone. He's like, I'm Forever Alone.
What?
Oh, poor guy. No, it's a guy. No, Forever Alone. He's the guy actually named Forever Alone.
Oh, he was trying to get in.
Yeah, he didn't pick him. Oh man.
Well, I mean, dude, there are a lot of people, believe me. There were a lot of people messaging me.
Yeah.
I mean, it was really good.
Don't worry.
Should
It was really good.
should we add Jake in the call?
Is Julia still in here or no? No, she.
Yeah, man, I totally am.
Oh,
How
wow.
the heck?
I
did
can't
you
believe
say
that happened.
That's
Oh my
0
God,
seconds.
awesome.
Holy shit.
Wow.
Nice.
Awesome.
I like unplugged all of my connections too, and yay!
Really? You still were able to? Wow. That's pretty.
That mic
That's
up.
pretty amazing, actually.
That is pretty good.
That
Yeah.
requires some APM.
All right, Julia, you're the only person on my event now, so you should be hogging it all now. We're gonna get Julia up to 1,000 tonight.
Somebody in the in my chat said I should do that. Does that offend you? Is that okay?
I wouldn't do it all night, but at least do it.
No,
for-
I won't. As
yeah.
soon as I'm not playing with you, I won't do it anymore.
Yeah. No, that's cool.
Well, thank
I
you.
want you guys to, point of my show too is to help you guys. So. Exactly.
I appreciate that.
No problem. I appreciate you being on my show.
It was a great show. You hit 1,600 tonight. Almost
Yeah,
17, I
that's
think.
pretty
That's great.
awesome, man.
Yes.
You know, you're officially a real stream when
What? Ah, it's me. It's me. Damn it. It's pretty sad I have to pull freaking... I have to turn off my pre-rolls because of my shitty ISP.
yeah,
It's
well,
fantastic, dude.
Oh,
God,
Comcast.
so
Oh.
Comcast sucks.
What were you saying? Shoot, I totally missed what you said.
Me? I said, you know, you're a real stream when someone in your chat says Day 9 died, and
Oh, really?
yeah.
That's true.
Why is everyone
awesome.
saying that
What's wrong
though?
with
Like
Day
on
9?
every big stream, everyone keeps saying Day 9 died.
It's just like the trolling joke, because then people freak out, like, oh my god, did he really die? And then other people are like, guys, you're getting trolled, and like, oh my god, is he really dead or not? You know, and you can't really confirm it either, you know?
That's so me.
It's
Whatever
stupid,
happened to Sean's
Check our StarCraft.
emoticon? Do you know he had an emoticon for a while there? For a day, Julia?
Yeah.
Did ya?
I typed it in.
Did I? I don't know.
No, Day 9 had an emoticon.
Oh yeah, he did. Yeah.
That was fucked up.
Typed in
That's crazy.
DJ, and it
Yeah.
would show his head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not anymore though, right? It was just
No, they got rid of
temporary. That was crazy.
No, he got rid of it.
Pretty
It's
crazy.
funny, though.
Yeah, it's off.
All right, Julia, you ready to be swimming in the bling soon? It's coming. It's gonna be coming here in a second after I build a few more drones.
Beautiful.
Double gold.
You guys better get ready for these Hellions.
Oh my god.
Oh shit, Hellion. Oh crap! I didn't see the Hellion. Oh my god. Oh shit.
Oh man.
Oh, poor Julia. No, your extractor.
No!
Lift that.
Anything but that.
I'm coming. I'm coming over there. Oh come on! What is this? Oh, watch this drone micro on the Hellion. Oh, what's up? I'm so sorry.
I can't believe you got Queen again.
Oh no! That was no good.
Oh, that's no good, Chris.
Where's the drone micro now?
Dude,
You're gonna have to ask for some money, Chris.
Dude, where're my teammates? Where are my teammates?
They don't love you.
Julia's attacking. She's on the front.
Yeah.
She's cutting off the reinforcements.
Alright, Julie, just gave you my first 100 medals.
You should have saved them for drones.
I know.
Oh, those Hellions.
This
Yeah.
Hellion's frying me.
Looks like Chrome's on the defense here with his Phoenixes, cleaning them up.
Yeah.
Chrome's good, right? Chrome's one of your friends, right? It's
Yeah.
Adrian, not Adrian, right? Somebody, right? I can't remember. Oh god, I got all these queens not even in check.
You need more hatches, Chris. Oh, you need more money. You need drones.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of crazy too, because I got like 2 gold saturated too. And it's a spending pain, man.
And you need a queen down at the bottom hatch.
Yep.
Chan, both the gold players, both the queen players have the gold, the bottom left gold. You should go across and
Yeah, I'm gonna take their bases now.
Chris is gonna max out on drone queen.
Oh my god, I didn't build an Evo? Fuck.
It's better than going Mass Queen.
Seriously. Oh yeah, what's it? My manor hatch in their expo.
Start putting up a ton of spine crawlers around their naturals too.
Yeah.
If that goes down.
I'm inspired by that cannon, dude.
Put all your
I'm
queens down there.
inspired by it. I'm gonna.
We got Hellions and Chrome's
Here we
natural
go.
now.
Let's give some Julia some money here.
Ailuj is doing work in the back of their base.
Just keep building. Just keep building gateways, Julia.
Oh man, Chan, 2 queens attacking that base. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
Oh, I'll show you what I'm doing.
Attack them with
I'll
drones.
show you.
Just pull all your drones and go for it.
No. Pull your like 4 queens.
They're so far away. Oh my god.
I walked those 2 queens all the way over there. Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude. By the time they get there, they're gonna be. Watch this queen micro. There's gonna be sick queen micro.
For the viewers that don't know, queen on queen action actually does 1 hit point every time you
Oh no, stalkers are coming!
Oh, stalkers, you're dead.
But is it really 1 hit point?
It's 1 hit point. Queen v queen.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it is. He's right.
Queen battle
shit.
take hours.
Bring it!
Changes the whole metagame.
It's Queen Rush.
No! Why did you run back? Oh, line him up! Line him up! Shoot.
Oh man.
I can't believe he actually got the patch, man.
I've got to say, your team's unit composition is awful compared to theirs.
You think? Oh my god. You got charged by chance, Julia?
Yeah, I'm gonna have it
Okay,
in
good.
a
We're gonna need it.
not
in a
long
second
time. It's done right now.
You got banked.
God, why can't I just say
Gas
send
heavy
all?
units on the
Jeez.
other side.
Oh yeah, that's what oh no! Stupid Hellions.
I also have +2. They have nothing.
Oh, chop chop!
Yeah, more gateways. More gateways.
True.
That blank. It's
Or
killing you.
actually, if
True
you,
that.
if you did all your warp ins, you'd use up all your money.
Where am I? Overlord,
what's
get
that
off the screen. Come on. There we go.
Oh my god, the lag.
Ah, Budokan. Get out.
Oh, it's me? No, I'll leave.
They still haven't taken that, dude. That creep, man. That creep stopping that expo. My hatch creep.
It's okay, because they took your gold too on the other side.
Did they? Oh, did they
I'm not sure they're too worried about it.
All the paintings in the middle. Oh my god.
Julie, I'm just sending you stuff, so.
Okay. I will accept it.
Charge Zealot Mania.
You should spread out those resources too. Send your guys to the Baneling guy and the Phoenix guy.
What's our Phoenixes? Okay. Don't worry.
I think the Stokers just go everywhere.
Yeah, does anybody need gas?
Not me.
Try the Baneling guy.
Give me that.
Or the Phoenix.
I'm gonna take that hatch. I'm telling you right now. I'm gonna take that hatch.
I love how the Lynx is walking into the Stalkers and can't attack.
The March of the Spine Crawlers.
Okay, it doesn't matter how many zealots I have, because...
Why?
Well,
What do they
he
got?
has the same, and the other guy has a shit ton of Hellions.
Yeah, you need those Phoenixes out there with you to lift them up.
Come on, Chrome, help her out.
Well, he's dealing
Dude,
with the stalkers
saving
too.
your ass.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding, dude. I'm just kidding. March of the Spine Crawlers, baby. Yeah, you just keep killing that hatchery guy.
Janman, I bet you didn't know this. You can actually send minerals with the scroll wheel faster. So next time you send minerals,
Oh, yeah. Thanks.
scroll it.
Hey, JP, why do you know all this shit, man?
Well, that's pretty.
I might
common.
watch the Day 9 daily, and half the dailies involve sending
Oh, that's
minerals to
true.
your friends.
So fun.
No! Why you gotta kill all my spines?
I think the Stalker guy is going with Spike.
Oh, hey, I'm using my wheel. My wheel doesn't work. It's just zooming.
Wheel for sending minerals.
Dude, that was
gotta put
misinformation
your-
is what that was.
Put a mouse over the number. And then scroll.
Well, at least I know Hellion
Dude,
Stalker's not gonna kill my spines.
Bill's got it.
Dude, you gotta write like a letter or you gotta write like a message with creep tumors or something.
God, could I fix my rally point?
Maybe you
Oh
can
my
write GG
God.
and then leave, because he's lost this.
Oh, baby! Oh, missed it.
Cheers, what are you doing?
I'm trying, man. Relax. Oh, shit. Damn,
Why you fail so hard, Chan?
Oh my god, I don't have any queens. Are you serious? No! Oh, we got broods. Who's got broods? Oh no, we don't got broods. What
No one has broods. What are you
I
talking
thought I saw
about?
What?
broods, man. I was like,
That was one of your buildings dying and broodlings coming out.
Oh, okay.
That's the build.
Come
Okay, you
on.
build a wall of Evo chambers.
Oh,
Yeah, I need some help down here. If you can bring anything.
so it's up to the Phoenixes and the Banelings.
Oh yeah, Ellie actually really dead too. No! Alright. Oh yeah, look at this. Take him out, drones, take him out. Oh, nice. Watch this, watch this. Oh, damn.
Somebody look at his face, like look at his
The worst
Oh
part
wow,
about
my base is still alive over here. Awesome. Oh, hell. We're dead.
worst part about having queens is queens don't actually rally, so they actually just stay at. There's no way to rally them, so they're just like you got a bunch of them at your.
I'm still
at your base.
taking that hatchery. I'm still taking that base no matter what. Oh, you think that's good? You think that's good, huh?
He went Spinecrawler Army after you went Spinecrawler Army. We'll see which one wins. Oh man.
I got too many creep tumors on my side. I can't even lay these down.
We've got profits. Long distance fighting your goal.
Oh, look at this! Look at this action. Like,
it looks like a tree.
look at that spine crawler micro.
It's not
Oh,
enough.
you're getting surrounded.
No!
It's like tank micro ZVZ.
Alright. Let's start
too
another one,
funny.
Julia. You dead?
She has a gateway.
I am.
Let's
And a
start another
pylon.
one. I don't think we can win, right? Even if Chrome's massive Phoenix.
He can't kill any buildings.
Oh, very.
Just gotta lift everything and then put things underneath it and just drop them on the base.
Alright, let's start another one. Damn, that sucked. I'm so helpless, man. Queens suck. Play regular 4v4?
Play free for all.
I'll do one more of whatever you want.
Alright, that's free for all.
Do mono battles, they're fun.
Alright, one more mono battle.
Add me as a spectator.
How many viewers do you have now, Julia?
Oh,
Let's find a good one. Oh, Extinction's a good one.
well, XSplit says 466, but I don't know if that's accurate.
Yeah, it's
probably
it is.
accurate, yeah.
It is, yeah. Just checked.
Alright, Julia, where are you? Actually, is your picture screwed up on my stream? Let me see. Oh, no, I fixed it. Cool. Alright. Let's see. Man, the only who played last game, shoot. I lost track. Did Failure Warrior didn't play?
Let's look at match history.
Chanman, get me in as a spectator.
Yep, I will.
Bill and I, we're gonna cast this, right, Bill?
Oh yeah, we got this.
You know it.
Alright, here we go. Same deal, random unit.
Chan, I wanna play. Never mind.
Gotta let the viewers have some fun, man. You can play after this one. Oh, come on, Grim. Come on, Grim.
I feel like I recognize his name. He might have been in the last one.
Was he? Okay.
Yeah.
Bye,
Yeah.
Grim. It's not my fault, man.
I only
not
say
my
that
fault.
because-
It's Julia's fault.
Taking for I'll take the blame. I don't care.
How about Leon? I don't remember Leon.
We'll just check match history here.
Okay. 6 winners on.
Let's see.
Check 6 wins.
Like- Somebody having oh, Harold's having problems. All right, we'll start this puppy up. Random unit. yes. All right, let's win this one. Give me something better than a queen, please. I seem to always get queen.
Twice in a row, yeah. You're
I
2 for
usually
2,
get
right?
Phoenix.
You used to get what?
I usually get Phoenix
Oh,
or
God.
Broodlord.
Oh, God. That's brutal.
Peanut butter. I'm gonna go for peanut butter. This
Protoss,
game.
I think Protoss is OP in mono battles. They can just cannon you.
way.
They can cannon you if they get a worthless unit. What the hell can Zerg do if they get a worthless unit?
What you did.
They're on.
Or Corruptor. Corruptor's terrible.
Yeah, what you
man.
did.
You can feed. That's pretty much what you need to do.
Yeah, that's boring though.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Well, no, you were feeding Zealots and Phoenix and Banelings. If you were feeding like Archon and like something
That's
else,
true.
would have been
That's
better.
That's true. Very true. All right, come on. Mutas, baby. All right. Now we're talking.
Did you hear his voice?
Oh my god.
All right. Let's
Dude, you're screwed. Everyone just spent like a whole hour watching how to deal with mutas.
Very true, but you know what? We have Archon. We have the Archons. Oh, they got some Marines though. Oh no.
Marines and Stalkers are gonna have to handle you.
Ah, I got good
Zealots.
micro.
They're
They
Media
have
micro's
good.
too
Zealot
second.
Colossus Marine Stalker. Wow.
What'd you get? Oh, you got Archon. Awesome.
They probably have one of the better lineups that you could ever get.
Yeah, they have an early attacking squad
Yep.
too. That's gonna be rough. Yeah, not looking good, but we'll see.
Except your Zergling guy can send you gas at least.
Well, our Zergling guy might be able to get some stuff done, like on the Protoss.
Yeah.
Not really, Chan, man. He's Bronze League.
Nice.
Oh, you stuck your roommate in again, huh?
No, I didn't sneak him in at all. Chan Man picked him twice. I can't.
Oh shoot! I picked him twice. Shit.
Way
Sorry.
to go, Chris.
Sorry, viewers. I didn't mean to pick anybody twice.
Actually, you can't actually join people in the game. Only the host can.
Yeah, I just started I invited people out of the channel, so.
Yeah, he just invites random people.
Dude, it's nothing good.
Leon represents all you Bronze Leaguers out there, so root for him.
Go push him off his computer and you play.
We require more minerals.
He's on a Mac. Oh my god. Low quality all day, all day, all day, all day.
Oh, buddy.
If there's one thing he knows how to do, it's build Zerglings. So, you know what? I have faith in my roommate.
You might be able to like 1 base, 2 hatch, wing, spam, someone to death.
Oh man.
Or like take every expansion because he has so many minerals. Build
Yeah.
all the wings, all the wings.
I guess I'll take that front one. I'm taking that one. Okay. Good idea.
Out of all the expansions to take, you had to take that one.
What? Yeah, of course I did.
To put it as close to the enemies as possible.
It's all good. They don't have anything that can come and get me.
He's
They
getting
can't
multiple
drop. They can't do
messages.
anything.
Oh my god. He's getting multiple messages from the stream that's like all the Bronze Leaguers like, you, the hope of the Bronze League rests on your shoulders.
Okay.
You've made him like a mini celebrity. Oh god.
Require more minerals.
All right, Julia. Likelihood you actually get to build one Archon.
Ugh.
God.
Mass cannon.
Tried to figure out my
a couple
likelihood I'm
cannons.
actually going to get to build a Muta here.
I like this Terran build. Ooh. What's he doing?
Thanks.
Oh, get speed, bro.
Not teal.
Get speed. Get speed on those Zerglings.
Well, if anybody has,
Yes.
yeah. Well, you're gonna want it too.
Yeah, unfortunately.
The Zergling guy will have to supply gas to both of you.
Yeah.
He needs to get 100 first for that speed leg. Oh, boy.
Bill, turn on the APM tab. It's a great tab.
Holy crap. We require more minerals.
Everyone's just starting to spam now.
Well, yeah, when you say that, of course.
Just jumped up to 300, yeah.
What do you expect, man?
Before it was actually kind of a representation, like, you know, obviously Julia and ChanmanV doing pretty good, you know, they're pretty good players, and some people are at 0. Lysol! And then, oh, well, actually he was typing, so I'm not sure.
I don't know, peanut butter
no,
is
yeah, here comes the
good.
spam. Oh.
Peanut butter's got pretty good APM.
Wow, man, this is like no rush rule, man. Look at the they're so mannered.
No one is
I
crossed.
was like expecting a Marine Zealot Stalker
Marine
rush by now.
Stalker Zealot push.
Like I'm dead. Instant death.
Just passing up their base.
They're just expanding.
Oh, I can dig that.
We require more minerals.
I don't know where those zealots were going, but
Coming for you.
More minerals.
Chan needs to build double spire. Mass upgrades.
Oh, you can count on it.
Yo.
Double Spire's so good.
Yeah.
Until tonight.
Listen,
it's
you're missing drones in your main gas.
I don't always do that. My second gas in my main is like the worst one.
We require more minerals.
I check out OCD, like OCD, like I just click through.
So the other day, Julia, I just started a EU account just so whenever I have EU people on the show, I can, just get on the EU server. We can play my placements and then Kiwi hops on like my second placement. That was fun.
Nice.
Are they taunting you because they thought he was going to 6-pool?
Oh, this is gonna be fun. Who? Me?
The other team. They were like, your Ling guy misses window.
Well, he should have 8-pulled, quite honest, or 10-pulled. 8-pulled or 10-pulled it, because he could have gotten a lot done against the Colossi guy.
Yeah.
And the Stalker guy too. I mean,
He was scared of the Zealot Marine competition.
Yeah, that could pretty much defend that pretty well.
no, you don't have any. You don't have any by that time.
The Marine Zealot guys?
Yeah, you're not gonna have any for a 10-pull. When you send a 10-pull over there, the first Marine's gonna be coming out. The Protoss can't even block his round.
Well, speaking of Marines.
Believe me, I've done it a million times on this map. Oh shit! Oh shit!
Spencer send links over to Chanman now.
Oh come on, come on!
Go, 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 go!
Oh
Sentinel.
shit!
All back to the tanks, bro.
Yep.
Oh, that hurts.
What, my spire? Yeah, my spawning pool hurts real bad.
We require more Vespene gas. Our allies are in combat. Spawn more overlords.
I guess
Yeah,
he
what
did
is
his
that?
damage. He went home.
I've done enough.
That was kind of weird.
I've done enough for the game. That's it. I'm going home.
Kill the spawning pool.
I killed Jamman's spawning pool. I'm done. Spire?
All the viewers that don't know, 10 extra points if you take out Chanman. It happens a lot, actually. People just go for Chanman.
You know why that? You know why that happens, dude? It's because you say shit like that. That's why it happens.
Well, 2 weeks ago, a guy who got Colossus was just doing Colossus drops in Chanman's face.
Oh, look at this.
So-
Tank versus...
Get
Oh,
them
yes.
tanks
Tank versus Marines, man. Let me help you out, buddy.
We require more Vespene.
But
Bill,
that
you're seeing
freaking
this?
thing is
See
so
this
OP.
little push out?
Check that.
Seeing it.
What's
I think
happened?
Chanman saw it.
Oh, Chanman.
Oh, I'm coming, I'm coming, I'm coming.
Love to see it.
Oh god.
You say you're coming and you're fleeing the battle.
What are you talking
Turn
about?
them around.
Oh, no, I was going to help Julia. Shit. Oh, we had no shot against that. Holy crap. Oh, shit. God, my beaters are just running back and forth.
What are you gonna do?
Matchup just isn't fair.
Oh, come on.
Oh god.
Oh, there you see.
Marines are good units. Mostly said.
I think.
Ah, what beautiful mutas you have.
You should have seen them dancing, like,
Probably gonna flag you.
sitting there in my base dancing.
Got a lot of stalkers there. Oh.
Oh, that's wrong, dude. Dude,
Once again, you got this shit out of the
I mean, what do we have to kill this shit? I mean, the tanks is all we got, right? I mean,
We got some Archons coming. Oh, they got blunt.
Oh god.
Alright, alright.
I think Archons are so cool.
Just needed like 50 of them instead of like 6.
What are you gonna do against
I mean, there's like, Marines are. I mean, we have no unit to kill Marines. Even tanks aren't gonna do it. Especially 0-0
Great, not
tanks.
Chanman.
Alright, death. This is stupid. I don't know. How do we play mono battles? This is like stupid.
Well, we stopped playing free for all because you
It's
kept getting
stupid when
sniped.
Chanman loses.
No,
That's what you
I
have to understand.
We gotta play the game called Chanman wins.
Nah.
I suppose a regular 4v4 wouldn't be too bad after this.
If it was a
Yeah,
regular
just
4v4,
No
I
one to
think
play.
Ken and Julia would have just won 2v4.
Put your roommate on the other team for 4v4.
I'll join you guys.
Alright, that's.
Okay, this isn't going anywhere.
GG! GG!
Alright, no, that's it. Alright, Julia.
Okay, well,
Thanks. It was
good
fun.
games, guys. Thanks for having me on the show.
She's so nice.
Julia,
But,
thank you for being on the
yeah,
show.
thanks for being on the show, Julia. I'll hopefully we can have you on soon again, or
Yeah, for sure.
in a month or two. I'm starting to do King of the Hills too, so let me know if you ever wanna participate in that. But I usually have all my past guests on there, so
Cool.
it might be fun just to have you on. Maybe cast a
For
little bit.
sure.
Yep.
Okay.
All right, take it easy.
All right, see you
Bye.
later. Bye.
All right, one more, guys. One more. Should we do mono battles again? We gotta
It's
make
up to
it
you.
work.
Just
We gotta
do
make it work.
regular
One more
4v4.
mono battles. We're gonna make it work. We just keep getting bad like combinations. Like where are the all ultras and everything like we normally have? Gosh.
No. I had this idea the other day. I forgot who it was with, but like
I had
everybody
ultras,
has everybody has to pick banglings.
Oh.
All right, let's play Megaton again. Megaton seems to be the best one.
Does anybody agree with that? Banglings, please.
No.
Okay,
Someone will
so
mess it up.
All right,
No,
Forever
go ahead.
Alone. Was he in Forever Alone? I screwed you in the question. You're in. Lise and Mumbles out for lunch. Where's out for lunch? There you are. Placida. Wow, I don't know what that is.
Placid Panda.
Guessing that's Panda? Yeah.
Zylog, you in? Oh, here goes Sissus. I don't know what that guy's been in. Has Zylog played one? Shoot.
I don't know, dude.
No, I don't think so.
All right. You sure he's not your roommate? Like,
I've been
Donna-
keeping pretty much monitor count, and if their name comes up again, I'll recognize it. So he hasn't played yet.
Okay. All right. Conquer winning.
Of course, it would help if I was in the game, Chris. Spectate. Make sure people aren't.
Here we go.
There we go.
Is this
There
a
we
different
go.
one that you chose? Mono battles
Yeah.
with mode. Is this the
Oh,
day 9 one?
what is
Gonna
this?
start playing music, I think.
Is it?
Maybe not. I don't know.
All right, let's do it.
It's a different one.
I have no idea. Forever Alone's. He hates me now.
Oh, he is
It's
forever
all your
alone.
fault.
He
Forever
hates
alone.
me. All right, sorry, Forever Alone. Can't wait that long. All right, who
Aw.
else? Who else? Prophets played, right? Anybody else?
Trio. What? Who said that?
Put Trio in again.
All right, Trio, you're in. All right, here we go. Start up,
You're asking for it.
random unit. Did those guys choose their unit, man? I don't believe it.
We'll never know.
I don't believe people are picking.
My
Can, you must
random.
trust in your
All I'm
viewers.
Yeah, right. The ones that snipe them every time.
The one that
it's a free
chooses.
for all.
Exactly.
Bit by bit. Marine
Bit by
SCP all
bit.
in.
Oh, God.
You had that one time the stalker guy saved you from the Marines, and then he ended up
Exactly.
killing you.
That's my bodyguards. Exactly.
Shoot.
No way, dude. I would have held the bit by bit. I might have only
No.
had 3 drones left, but I
No,
would have
you
held
wouldn't.
it. I would have held that
3
shit.
drones, yeah.
I would have held that shit.
You had a roach with 2 health hiding.
But,
Yeah, this isn't the normal one. Hopefully it works just as good.
whoa, what's
What the
this?
hell?
Holy shit.
What the hell?
What do we do here?
Building.
Whatever.
Just
Just vote. Just vote for default,
table.
guys. Just vote for default. I don't even know what's going on.
Allow rush. Supply limit.
Oh my
Can we
god, what
change
is this
supply
minute?
limit
What
to
is
4?
this garbage?
Oh my god, you guys have
Back
I
then.
told you it
Dude,
was
they have
different.
+5 upgrades.
I'm running a commercial while this happens. This is garbage.
They have +5 upgrades. Can you imagine how strong Zealous will be?
One swipe everything.
Like 555 Zealots. Do you
How about
think about
Dude,
that?
555 Zealots
557
would be
Ultras.
awesome, man.
Marines.
Awesome.
Well, the game starts in 10 seconds anyway.
Hey, how do we do on Reddit today, guys? Like, I saw something, one of you guys said something.
Reddit?
No idea.
I said it was bugged again
Oh,
when it went up.
Really?
I'll check it now.
What'd I get? Oh, okay, random.
6 upvotes, 2 comments.
That's it?
Yep.
What'd I get? Is that? Oh. Oh,
10
I got an
upvotes,
ultra
5
list.
down.
Oh God, it does.
Come on,
play the
another
day 9
minute?
song.
Oh my god, what is this?
It plays the oh, what was it? The trumpet song. Oh
Yeah, I told you
God.
it was like the day 9 thing again.
Oh yes. Okay.
All right, there you go.
I
Go,
don't
go,
need, I don't
go.
need the trumpet. Oh, I have my music off. No wonder.
Yeah, basically for all the viewers, it basically played the day 9 trumpets song, and then I had a dancing ultra.
Oh, okay. I had the dancing ultra too.
We require more
But I actually have ultra.
Yeah, I think it was because you had ultra, and I was.
Oh my.
Why is he spawned on the other side of the map?
Are you guys?
Oh shit. Oh yeah. What the hell is?
No, that's a glitch. It's a glitch. Don't worry about it. Teal Blue is on the other team.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, we had this yesterday actually. Oh God, now it's back.
Somebody's prone
And
rushing.
now they're
What
attacking
the hell is going
Oh
on?
God, this doesn't look good.
What the hell is going
really
on
want to
here?
commentate? He needs to start pulling probes back. He needs to start microing. He only has 2 left. He's surrounded. Oh no!
The thing
he's
is,
got 1
he's
probe
not
left.
on the team
Running.
because they moved.
Running.
So.
He's only got 10 health left. Oh
Dude,
God.
this is not. He's not on our team.
Yeah, it's messed up.
I think we should remake.
Yeah, remaking.
Should ever play this game.
What is this?
Ever
This is terrible.
again.
Goodness. Just lost like 100 viewers there.
I
Probably.
think we gained 100. That's amazing.
Holy shit, that's horrible. What
That
the
poor
fuck
Muta.
was that? I mean, okay, well, never playing that one again. Jeez.
You want me to make the correct one?
No, I'm making it. I'm making it.
Okay, all right.
Make sure you get the right people though, because I feel sorry for them.
Yeah, I'm trying to get him.
What do you think went through that Protoss's mind? Like, wait a second. I'm on the other team. Wait, whoa. Oh, guys, where are you sending your drones? Guys, come on. I'm one of you guys. Oh, God. They're surrounding me.
Just make it, Brian. I can't even create a game right now.
Really? All right.
Sucks.
Okay. I'll create it.
Sucks. Man, my ISP is just shit.
You gotta cut off
Shit
busy.
tonight.
You gotta turn off busy for me to invite you.
It says he's
Actually,
stuck in game.
I think I have a stuck game. Here, I'm trying to invite now.
No, you're still in game.
Alright, let me log out real quick.
Yep.
Oh.
Herp derp.
Can someone pull up the
Back
biggest
in.
match history?
Yep, I got it. You want me to read off the names?
Okay, let's do it again.
Trio, Chanman.
Trio,
Hold on.
Sissus is in there.
I'm just gonna give ChanmanV host once he joins.
Yeah, out to launch.
tried to join. Invite me
Zylog,
again.
Nissan, Mumbles.
Lisan, Mumbles,
Save your
Classic
breath.
Panda.
Okay, so Sissus.
Right. Throw me down in like the spectators or whatever, and then put them all.
As always, Brian, I expect it.
Who else? Mumbles, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Jeremiah's on too.
Trio, out to lunch.
Something
Zylog.
Panda.
Out to lunch with Zylog, right?
Zylog, Lisan.
Yeah, Placid
Placid
Panda.
Placid Panda.
Classic Panda. Yeah.
Then you need
Did I add you yet?
one more. I mean, I'm in. You just need to move me to spectator.
Oh yeah. There was one more. Who else was there?
Sissus, out to lunch, Zylog, Mumbles, Lisong, Trio, Chanman.
And me. You'll actually never.
Oh, Lysol. Lysol, right?
Lysol wasn't playing this time.
Oh. Who am I missing?
You're missing me, Chan, man. Oh my God.
You weren't in there.
I know, but I'm not in the game right now. Put me in spectators, man. Thank you.
Gosh, who was it? Peanut butter? Who's a lot? Read it out again.
Zylog, Lisan, Mumbles, out to lunch, Sissus, Placid
No,
Panda.
out to lunch. Oh, out to lunch actually ended up showing up. Okay. I thought I removed him actually.
Is that Lysol?
Sure, Lysol, whatever.
Yeah, it was Lysol.
Oh, it's Lysol. You're right. Sorry, out to lunch.
Oh, that hurts, man.
Well, I mean, it's fair, man. Lysol, you're declining my invitation. Oh.
He's bugged.
He's
He
already
doesn't know.
played. He was in the first match.
He's the first, yeah.
Oh, he was in the first game? Okay, out to lunch.
I'm just
You're back
reading
in.
the names.
You're back in.
Motown.
Lysol, you are a cool person for declining an invite because you are already in a game. My heart goes out to you, man.
Okay, is that we good now?
Gearbox wants to spectate. Maybe she's.
Who?
Gearbox.
Gearbox? Okay.
I suggested him.
Alright, there you go. Alright, let's start up. Last one, guys. Last after party, mono battle. Let's see if I can get a win. God, all you fargers on the other team.
He's secretly been picking all the low leaguers on the other team to make himself look good.
My stream can attest I haven't been doing that, but
Alright, I'm back.
come on, baby. Hydralisk. Alright, that's interesting. Hydralisk would be interesting. The Zerg Marine, baby. Ooh. Alright, let's see how good I can make. Oh, what did everybody else get here? Let's see. Oh, how does this work? Which one is actually the one on my team? Trio's not on my team. So out to lunch is on my team. Oh, out to lunch is on my team. Oh, mothership. Holy shit.
Yeah, the mothership is on your team.
That sucks.
Oh wow, you have such a bad makeup again.
Dude, I'm telling you, man, I get the shaft, dude.
Every time.
Like, we can't build a unit to layer tech.
Well, that guy better be cannon rushing.
Oh my god, look at what they have. Every one of those units is like anti-infester, infester, Hydra. The cannon rush should work really well, though. We're gonna have to do that.
I mean, both of them can cannon rush. It should probably win the game, at least not, you know, cripple them.
Yep.
As long as they do
Cannon,
it.
baby, cannon.
Watch them try to expand and shit.
Oh god, it's already too late. I mean, they haven't sent out a probe.
Man. Well, they can still cannon the bottom of their main ramp, so they cannot expand until they get enough units. I mean, the cannons are detectors.
Pretty lame.
It's not going to do anything. High Templar's not going to do anything. Infestor's not going to do anything.
Oh, that's true.
So they can, those two Protoss can keep them at one base if they just pick a side.
Okay, they're going. They're going.
It's gonna be a worker battle.
I was gonna drone rush, spine rush here.
Do they have a Zerg? Oh yeah, they do.
Yeah, two.
All they need to do is, I guess, look out for high ground cannons and spine crawlers.
I'm going. I'm doing it.
No, you just need to offensive spine crawler them to death.
That's what I'm doing.
This is team offensive towering, by the way.
It's gonna be some serious. Gonna be some cats. My drone micro here, dude. Oh, I should have killed that when I could have. Oh, I didn't save enough. Watch this. Watch this. Oh, look at that placement. That is sick placement. Oh, come on, come on, come on.
I'm coming, Mumbles.
Oh, look at that micro, baby.
Oh, you're so pro, Chan, man.
Oh, okay. All right, at least I drew a couple spines there. Did he cancel? Damn it, he didn't. Let me get my damn hatchery up here. At least I bought some time for my cannon, bro.
Only one of them.
Yeah.
I don't know what the other one's doing.
He's getting a mothership.
God, my economy is like horseshit.
I see it. I see it.
Oh Jesus!
What? Oh, is it me?
That's a shame.
It's me. Shit.
For a little bit.
That clean out. Let's get that layer. Actually.
Before out to lunch, you had such potential and you lost your probe.
I know. Why did? Oh, whatever. Don't lose that probe, sisters. Sisters, don't lose it. Don't lose it. Oh, you can't. You can't cannon rush a Zerg. What time is it, guys?
2.
2. What time?
I have to tell you.
2.
Oh yeah, it's 2. Gotcha. Whoa, where the fuck are you guys going? Okay. God, can I get some fucking freaking more? Dude. Not even paying attention to my my own base. Okay, those rushes were pretty terrible.
Well, they haven't expanded. I mean, they just put one down now, and you guys.
I guess.
Believe it or not, yeah, you're not behind.
Yeah, but unit-wise, we are. I mean, the unit makeup, we are behind. Like, we had to do damage there. I mean, look at the units that. I mean,
the Warp Prism guy, he can just still put cannons at a lot of the chokes and protect expansions.
yeah.
I'm looking at the units graph, Chan, and the only difference is drones.
No, I'm talking about like he's got Muta, Banshee, High Templar, Infestor. I mean, the actual makeup is way better than ours. I mean,
You're definitely gonna start needed cannons at every base, or spore crawlers, or overseers, or anything to detect.
well, yeah, that's why I got my Evos. About time for Banshee. Actually, 2-part Banshee should be happening around on now.
We got Sissus here.
Oh, take that
You're
one!
stream cheating. Put a cannon in your main. Do it now.
Of course, everyone's listened to the stream.
There he goes. Look at that response time. He's quicker than he's quicker than Deezer. Stream cheating, man. Oh no, he's not building anymore. What are you doing?
What's going on here? What did we just kill here? Observer? Nobody's gonna go after this base we've scouted? Oh, yeah. Does anybody have any units? No, right? Oh, nobody has any units. Shit.
You're going after that base you just scouted, by the way.
Me?
No, your team is. Look at the bottom
yeah.
left. Dialogue.
Oh, Xylog's on my team?
No, but he's getting cannoned by your team.
Oh, yeah, it's just a streaming.
Hey, I got a question. If I neuroparasite someone's pro,
yeah, can you build it?
Do I get to make their unit?
No, you don't.
Maybe. Are you gonna go for? You're gonna go for the Warp Prism or the Mothership?
Oh, I can only build. Oh, that sucks.
No, but I doubt it.
I'm gonna build some
Not in
serious
mono
hatcheries
battles.
here. Oh, it sucks not being able to build more queens. I need to creep like a madman.
The first time you don't get queens, you want to build queens.
I know, seriously, right? How ironic is that? Actually, my Hydras will be pretty good here.
Can you make overseers or no?
Yeah, I can make overseers.
Yeah, you can. You know, the Protoss can also build observers too and whatnot. You can build detection.
Just checking, bro.
Just telling you, bro.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Creep highway.
You like it? Like it? I'm trying. I'm trying to take into account my teammates. Trying not to creep all over them. I'm considerate that way.
Your infestor guy's doing work, man.
Yeah, he is.
That's,
Well, he's supporting
I don't know how you're gonna kill that planetary.
I'm not gonna be killing it. Well, actually, I have to be
Terrans everywhere, man.
It will never work. I mean, he has.
It'll never work.
Too. So the mothership.
Well, you just kill all the workers and screw the planetary fortress. God, I'm gonna scream! Oh my God, I'm gonna scream! I'm gonna be kicking some Comcast ass tonight. I swear, I'm gonna be kicking some Comcast ass tonight.
Right, happy to see that. You're wasting all that energy on unpowered cannons.
Not even powered
your
cannons.
your teammate has a Banshee there.
No, I need an expansion.
Shots.
Oh shit! It's stopped. Oh my god.
Oh, you little shit!
You see this Vice? You see those infestors moving across? Middle.
Oh yeah.
I feel like they're gonna do a lot of damage. Looking good.
Better.
Ooh, there. There, Lisan. There, Lisan. Under the mutas. Under the mutas. You can do it. Infested Terrans. Oh, it was so close.
Oh, why did he unburrow?
Burrow.
Oh, he's gonna turn around and get the hatch. Oh, he's gonna get both the hatches. He's gonna get both the hatches if he focuses.
Infested Terrans actually have more.
Oh, it's gonna be close.
You got it.
He's doing some work.
Infested Terrans have
What's
more
up,
defense
mutas? What's
than
up,
step
mutas?
breaks. Oh my god, Chanman.
We got out to lunch doing work with this with his cloaked cannons.
You can't see those cannons. You don't know they're there.
Has the mothership for the high ground so he can get the mineral line too.
Oh shit, that hurt. Shit.
You need to get burrowed too, by the way. If you don't.
Thank you very much. I need to get +3 too. Shit.
I thought no one can get near this mothership because that is just surrounded by cannons.
The fuck?
I think. Oh man, that is great. I'd be
Mothership
amazed.
OP.
If that mothership can take out the planetary, I'd be amazed.
I think what's funnier is Panda is actually building the counter out to Lunch's cannons, but you can't really counter cannons
Yes,
that
I
are
got it!
possible.
Yes!
Oh no!
Yes!
There's that mothership! Oh god, it's all over! Infested Terrans being bombed into the mothership, and that mothership's gonna go down. Oh, great play by the guy by Trio. Wow.
Oh, sorry about those overlords, buddy. Oh, here come the storms. You piece of shit.
Ooh, they're
Oh god, there's so many cannons.
They spent a lot of units on those cannons, and Hydras and Infestors are coming in the other side. Not looking good for
Oh,
Trio.
sorry about the Banshees, guys.
The Infested Terrans.
Oh, nice Overseer. Better have another
Oh,
one
shit.
just in case.
Oh man, the march.
Now for them storms! Oh!
Split!
Storms! You can't you can't split what's fungal.
Beautiful Hydra split knot.
What are you talking about? They're still alive. That's a good split, dude. Taking out some infestors now.
They're still slow. They're even slower when they're fungled by Trio.
Dude, trio, fungal, whatever. Watch this split. Oh, look at that split! Bring it!
Dragon.
Bring it!
Dragon right there. Dragon split.
Look at that! Bring it! Come on, Templars! What's up? What's up?
You've been playing Hydra Micro Trainer?
Oh my god, that was cost efficient.
Better take
So
out those
cost efficient.
Spines. Take out the spines. I mean the spores. What am I saying?
Oh yeah, send it back.
Sounds working.
Scream, scream, scream. Oh my god. Here, Banshee. Oh no, you don't.
Uh-oh. Second mothership on the way.
Oh. Where's my Vespian? Shit, I don't have a Vespian. Holy shit.
You're probably better off without the mothership there.
Use some more Vespian.
Still a cannon war happening in the bottom left.
Awesome. No, sir. No, sir.
Did Lee Sun take out the planetary? Oh man, I missed that.
Oh yes. I'll take. Oh, here we go. I'm gonna take out the infested Terran. Fuck this. Can I see the split again, guys?
Fuck. How does
That
he
is
have?
how you become masters, people.
Not with Hydras.
Yeah, I should play Terran, man. I shouldn't be playing I shouldn't be playing Zerg. I'm playing the wrong race.
Oh, the cloaked infested Terrans bringing it up.
Oh, look at that Hydra micro, baby. I'm not even macroing during this whole thing. I can play War 3 here. Oh god. Oh yeah, baby.
I don't think Slayer's Dragon would have had a beautiful as micro as that, Chan, man.
That's your first after party win in months.
Hey, fuck you, man. Fuck you.
Look, number 1.
Alright, fellas. Well, let's see. How many more people we have in here? Everybody's played, right? Pretty much. Yep, everybody's played. Alright, guys. I am going to call it a night. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Again, the VODs will be up tomorrow morning. You can watch all this silliness after the show and all the great PvZ coaching during the show with the EG.iNcontrol and EG.Ailuj. And Thursday, we're going to have Machine coaching me, which should be really, really fun. We're probably going to be going over, I think, ZVT. I think that's pretty much what we go over. And we'll hash out ZVT in that 2 hours. And hopefully you guys can learn a few things. And hopefully I will learn a few things, too. And for those of you who haven't seen me play, you guys will actually get to see me play some 1v1, too. But, again, my first King of the Hill Invitational will be Friday. Starting at 6 p.m. Pacific, and we're going to have like a slew of all my past guests. Guys like EG.iNcontrol, Chef, Check 6 Terran, who used to be Major, Machine, who else? Who else is missing, guys? Gosu User, Ruff, Tarot, Spades, Quantic Flow will be on. There's some of the bigger. There's a couple other bigger names that I'm just like forgetting right now. Having a brain fart. Okay, I'm gonna need to bring it up. Hold on a second. Hold on a second.
I mean, rough. Future.
Oh yeah, future. Slut. Okay, here we go. I got the list here. All right, we got EG.iNcontrol, Chef, Check 6 Terran, Rain Axe Lav, Rain Slush. Kawhi Rice will be on. That'll be the first time he's on my show. He and Slush actually. Machine, Rocker, DVV Rocker, Quantic Flow, Complexity Gosu User, TD Atero, VVV Rough, Rain Future, Caliber Light, and ISJ Echo, who actually won or had the most wins last time. So that should be a great lineup. Should be a lot of fun. Those guys will be casting with me on Friday, and a lot of these guys that you hear, like these mods that you hear right now with me, will be helping me again. These guys are great guys, and hopefully you guys will enjoy it Thursday and Friday. All right, guys, see you later.
Bye.
Bye.
Later, bud.